Germany are likely to change the face of their team kakra. Rotation kakra.
Coach now confirm say no way
rotation.
Yeah.
It is obey rotation there. It just said near Germany one any second string side never. And now no the engineer and Shadia.
Now qualifiers no. Otamadi was Germany top scorer.
Engineer second string.
Engineer second side. Leroy signing no.
But also game
Serge Gnabry no ne.
We are friendly omudi can boy against Switzerland now. Don't win it by 4 goals to 3 no. About Serge Gnabry no ne. So okay, me name there. I say on also edition team.
In the qualifier, Germany ball qualifiers no.
Watamadi was their best top scorer.
Was Watamadi.
But Watamadi who jini this ah.
Machama me say.
Okay, me man no only you never only never.
Obey your rotation probables na eba no. Goalkeeper Alexander Nubel.
Oh voice here no lose. Also go gina ayiwa amekomo a. No akoya argument atiatem sa na de ja. Utibe oya.
Alexander Nubel because of Stuttgart.
Onna.
And Joshua Kimmich. Jonathan Tah.
Omunya Ruby. Ombo.
Rotation like this
Omo any Kimmich mo.
Kimmich. Jonathan Tah.
Jonathan Tah na no captain for Leverkusen no say kind man buy
Nico Schlotterbeck. Na on shada nya de mo nya 5 am na bomb 5 for ya de chamo.
Now to do not know go can say instead any options were right back. Now any right back for be no one ya go for Tananya o say Tanaya o say wan be.
Any to go for akopre wan.
Ya go pray wan ko ji obi naba no. Who see any options? No go ball Calabyenchi who's a midfielder. I will right back. Ya go can do say Soboslai to the Calabyenchi Soboslai. Soboslai is about Liverpool's best player. This season no doubt. I say maybe it's your Chelsea no. So Chelsea mo train bia they trusted his technical abilities to the level that omu here to omu team manukobo omu here center back omu team manukobo na ye de Calabyenchi no team na emu kura no nse ni constituency ye no ka so ni go botu ogo ha boy ni kwa
so ma winwi ma Nico Schlotterbeck
onzo nimbo
odo min ka hwe
and on right side of defense no Nathaniel Brown Obodema Frankfurt Infinfio Leon Goretzka Angelo Stiller so can play now
I'm mega Ghana
Goretzka
only party
okay
only party
okay Leonard Carr
sa akwada ba mi for akwada
no but okay you dey nya he say no me timi ka kasi because
Leonard
on say blaster no onim say me wa na gogula bia frem say o blaster na on so and I say I go be say on say what come no I just say Ghana qualify for group your group na and obe ba be hwe eye knockout phase no by say o chegi no quantum o man o dia gra you new round of 2016 no
yeah I think say they are not being fair to Otuado say be pam na yem pam ni near because Australia of 5 and now see Germany game now they when it there a serious issue. No, why do you have to do that? No, if we need to sack him, let's sack him. Australia we see Germany game now they were coaching. Players are wabuwe. Whether a main shift or that main team, chairman. Omu Ghana player be in a friendly position, player for player. Even Nobel on the third goalkeeper of Germany because Bowman no on the bed that's a testing and I get tamba.
Only player for player, how many way? Now you 7 you baby you be obi abi so ya ma 7 ya.
Why patch so mo 11 now why?
7 yeah 7 na ko.
It's 10 against 11 so strength.
Okay say England and FA Cups here on Wrexham for they played against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea needed extra time to beat them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wrexham team ne kutomo no. But who couldn't who be make Chelsea bench? It's board there. And yeah, after the con say, and not be me about Otuado. I mean, me sure to be team be in stand. I mean, I genuinely believe, and I know some Kenya some say before second and you qualify any coach. You coach in Yadi. But you need to know Kodia. Means you need to stage I didn't Kodia. We will support because we have only one Ghana. That's all we have. Oh, you say I saw be seven predators. So no papa e coincidence na de bi obo togatema and chance over the send your papa ni biem umpo your papa aha sana Ghana na koye se enye kra Ghana by what's mpanyimfo ni ye bibi mom hu se de ye hu no nso hu
nti o make effort to correct
exactly good enti Otuado na mianim no kwani mon kantre ye or might be new Viasia on qualify for AFCON. Sabia Evans AFCON one qualifier and could be keep coach. They have stuck with the coach. Coach now you know Etimia qualifying for the World Cup. Agreed. World Cup now you qualifying. You know you can't quench your group no your group be because of nonsense no. Tina na you want to see a group needing. Now group only Comoros, only Madagascar, only Mali. Mali was the name match kakao. Central African Republic. Into a group where my group need because and say nyade. It in who say group needing but you qualify. But no criminal missing no twado so say Germany crash still on nyade enough for us to take him to the World Cup. Say yet you no beko World Cup na anything ya near tier expectations so. I don't know you team where na me go phobia meka ho. Ye hia ni pa bibri abeka ho.
Me one question. Sir man, your friend say who go Bruce and yes and ever. Again, the tanker director.
Every Schaefer.
Schaefer on so bad.
Or to start no or type no send your message.
The impact on so bad. So I think say ya boka me no ya adwene say a tanker bench so ba 5.
Tanker bench 18 na who body.
Because asa no he broni bi no sebe sama sa broni esen ki apam ne da asa no besa o asa no sa ne ho bo ane ho boy
initiation
initiation but sama ade bia wo yema ne bro so a e wo problem agro no dose
nya agro no ye ne nya adi ntra nka nye sa ade anka ye nyesu so go school mu ko ye ya mu chijama enye but ye tell ya senti sana ye sign nti ye send your mama.
Asana Sabru no so you could say Morocco and says and can come on pam.
The so Momo Manisa.
Say and I said one thing say Chris or say me no still me no yard your boy German style. By yen but German style.
German style.
German style in say yen lose so much.
German style na but who's a German style?
I medium me
then no who's a German style.
Senior or set it up.
4
2 3 1.
4-4-2.
Oh, German style.
Onim bibia aside Germany. The coaching course ni bibia Germany. Them when suya ni ye. But also what Masia.
Okay, I
feel stand there German star. But now all the real Germans. Now the star but minka say fake but
one say you share Germany for now. I want to over year
score line. Why we cry first half no be gum.
There be Germany for go to adu any masses so many
friend. Ya say go ya there one go dey betumi ase. And cry go ni e be say Jordan ne be say. Ghana team way to score 2 against Germany. This be a penalty and I say mistake be a red card but yes e be say one go. Chema, are you telling me that Germany cannot score 2 or more?
It depends. This is football.
Football now team the players no omo nya de e na nne no ade ba kwa me bomb pies and share players be your Madrid say net the ombe redeem o hwe prepare abeba nto omo nya careful. Me players the omo ye nyina de ma me one little hope the Chema a drew stage where e bia the key actors no want to reserve themselves for the main tournament. Ebia, instead of me can say Ebia.
Because some of young boys to key actors so hopa. And we guys we say just friendly. And I was in Austria for no mobile friendly. I'm on a competitive game.
Yeah.
Ivory Coast share a 3 and we got 4. What was the last week? Don't say
friendly games are African countries now. Senegal bought Peru 2-0.
I'm sure Peru 2-0.
Algeria Guatemala 7-0.
Guatemala for no meaning Bogra.
Oceana
Guatemala. Now Guatemala something Madagascar. Guatemala.
Ivory Coast South Korea 4.
Ivory Coast from the ball. I'm ball. Me can you go yeah.
Now my come I mean so same way. Obiso ye radio. Any man in radio station or send a star net to say BKB star na bia. Oko tie ni pakro no toto papa so o man warning.
I the officer Jerry for the
o man pakro warning se basa we nyam star na bia ni.
Germany for
Germany
nipan BKB star but enye BKB na nkasa nti wensuya ni yeti
o ye BKB star dia so ye me say they should be BKB
copycat na also you got it bomb them Germany for say how much is your bomb star no Germany people man 7 Brazil job 7
the say Brazil 7. One can you?
Germany, England. Some time ago. Okay.
Oh, but onim. What you judge German star? You Ghana star. Ghana should have a star. Now say go fast the DNA near you buy.
Na me cry dey me I say maso say about German star. Coach ni bisa the press conference. Oni Ghanaian star. Oni star. The coach
oni star na am pass okay.
Also oni star. Only the say opponent no ni issue no. E no be match the ball.
It no kasa you
okay. No match.
How match Austria for the mobile.
It depending on opposition, and on be set up. It's any star. We are not forcing anybody to play to our star. Yet the Shani Pakro no Bible Bono. They have a star. The coach do not have a star. Don't give Germany star. Coach is only star.
But on will be.
Or also different than the Sanidi.
And I'm so uncomfortable in a catcher. None is a weird coach.
There's a video.
Or the press.
I
don't
to make money now. So wait,
I don't mean all these coach in the
things are in you. You are earning $50,000 a month.
Next time I will carry an or after Ghana on coaching him.
Now, so no, so just be Mukas, I'm and qualify, Echo World Cup or Mukam Bijay. But I understand said the FA hierarchy are not happy. In fact, not just with the results, but almost say they didn't see any sign of hope. And now TFA president speech now on my Emra fundraising now. I'm going his speech now. His speech now mine. Say Ghana.
We fear no fool.
We fear no fool. Oh, say
Ghana football will speak.
Or say when we take to the field against Panama, against England, and against Croatia, Ghana football will speak.
Yes, Ghana's football will speak. But in which manner?
Okay, positively or negatively. Okay.
As a leader, that is how you should speak.
But it was motivational. I mean,
yeah, exactly, because
so those guys
say yes, England be say 400, 300. Said that did because once but then again, Chairman Nasam no can Indian take if one can Austria, one can Germany,
Panama, England, and Croatia.
So we've not met those teams yet.
But
Ebia said you could trade Ruby, you say England 400.
Boxing unimu. Yeah. Obisi mimishia Mayweather mekuno. But the Pakoko see Obia or you fear to Mayweather. Also Kobu Mayweather.
Go into these games, Your Excellency, go into this tournament with our chest up. Ready to fight for the streak and ready to change our story. We will not go into this tournament as underdogs. We fear no fool. And believe me, when this team lines up against Panama, against England, and against Croatia, Ghana football will speak.
Yes. Eti, every president someone can, you know. Katias of Kreku, now someone can say, we fear no fool. And when this team lines up against Panama, England, and Croatia, Ghana football will speak. But clearly, in preparing to line up against those teams for Ghana football to speak, we've been walloped by Austria. And let's fancy it side. Let's not make it.
You Austria ni free hole. The last time our Blasters win a game, our last World Cup qualifier
against
Comoros. Your ball Comoros you know. Your ball friendly matches. Austria de nekanwa. Ayami ensa. Ghana win bi. Chama yelusu 2-0-2. Mexico. 3 days later, and they lose 1-0 to South Korea. And at the next friendly game, my boy, and they lose 5-1 to Austria. So, also betimia Germany, ubesimiache the big guns now. We must see that science, that power now. Also, do betimia our teams, in those friendly games now. Obon. I had then our game against Japan, Korea, Austria. Now we lose all those three matches, The area when said 3 matches na ebo in no. Ghana scored just 1 goal in those 3 matches. One goal. And you consider 8. Now we against Austria. Chama for results on the 2 chain. Me assure say we are aware say Ghana ball only one shot on target. 90 minutes, Ghana ball only one shot on target. That shot on target, you know, any day Jordan and you share, you know. One shot on target. In the second half, the way our Blasters collapse, you know. Yeko first half, say near 1-0 down. Now Austria have only 2 shots on target in the first half. And almost say 1 from those 2 shots on target. Then also, yaba second half. Austria have a ball 5 shots on target in the second half. And from the 5 shots on target in the second half, they scored 4.
Now in the ball, no man no more be near 4 no. Be jai. It's not be queen say 4-1 and you. 2-1 no be answer yes almost say 5 I almost say 5 no say. Inti idea had you Coach Freddy is about transient. We are going to analyze the game. How Ghana is setting up. We are playing against Germany and it's only 6:45. Near how Ghana be lining up. How to try to structure the team no. Now say the reports we are young person give you no attention. And these are reports we are how to release a statement. I don't know why anybody will play with something like that. It's about the career of the young man. You're
even killing his confidence.
Exactly. And but let's not forget he's our number 1. He's Ghana's number 1 goalkeeper.
Yes, was a coach and you feel he's number 1 there.
And players in the person who push us out is game better. But and then we say now the baby this common now on so much say as a players ni be names some parties Ghana coach and the parties and as a coach because I don't know first major friendly our ball against a team how they tested with strength when you play against probably Croatia now one for first choice goalkeeper now
Onyesa I suppose any be
that because the matches are there against a friend say Chad in Madagascar. So this is the big stage to face the big guns. One for now against Germany, maybe against Goretzka, Kimmich, Nomne, Watermad, no better.
See about Germany no mo di okoji 7 a me nyina so nka se onyade
debi ene obi antimi nkasa ene nkasa se ene se Germany dey 2 goal belgium kra no me say o me say because what as e ma goal belgium no say o mo president 2 goal belgium na bo nim kra o cha no me say because your team na nkasa defense is that bad the setting up and how we play. This is try to show ni
na chama wo say nano me di image ni ma ye on Saturday ni project here when we are defending Ghana 8 men in our own half of the pitch 8 low block typical 4-4-2 low block party benya ball no say party de bia Dr. Safoje kan party asem party suma ball the party sa long pass no oji pass na so otu nani a o won say either say wingers no right or left winger na ekwa obetimi asoma ball na di akọ but e benya ball na be quick transition no na yan wingers ne ona osa ball Jordan as number 10 na Jordan a draw back into our own half na Fatawu any we Semenyo and so draw back in our own half. Now we park the half of the pitch. You know. How do you do air quick transition? Now also the minimum say Timwa who defend there, who the 8 men behind the ball. No, Chama you should be able to close spaces. After following your ball out, I quite say what the hot knife and batam and the musa Nessie form.
Now,
just imagine saying I'm low block and it could be with ya KGB 9.
I don't know share how a team will be lining up against Germany. How you will see a set up. Utuado say, oh, you hit team Nansan was set up in the team. Also, whole position. I'm sure say knowing very well how Germans play. When you have the opportunity of coaching in the German Bundesliga as an assistant coach inside 90, maybe you have an idea how we see a set up against Germany. But Baba showing him say, you gave me the Christian Dr. Zavoji frame. Now, they're not Dr. Coco. I'm saying, would you say, no, on your TV, no could be room. Just say, and in fact, Ghana knew your game, Nibiano. I am not sure that there were a lot of positives for you to draw on. Me, the only one, who Prince Edu Kwabena, my hope be say, Bibi Sabe Kosono. But now, do we have the confidence and for lack of a better me per word be otuado na me pa ma no a obetimi aka say I don't okay well let me use balls you know say does he have the balls to drop certain players because Jordan Ayew honestly Jordan doesn't give us much upfront and Fatau na de ne buy no so got minim e bia aka say he's the superstar of the team so I don't know clearly your boys they have to play and play better. Antoine Semenyo, we love you and we would love to see you play well for the Black Stars. But when first go now, go consider penalty no. Sa Kevin Danso, or head man the ball, insano. Kevin Danso ni mo go do anymore. But okay, say Semenyo no nya ball in a half. Epia so sa ko lusu ball no number say. So I am wondering what does it mean that there is no game plan? There is no style. There is nothing. I catch a boys and say, this is how we do. This is how we attack. This is attacking style. This is our defensive style. This is how we play. Sebia, press here, because we played against Austria. So an opportunity to what Croatia against was it Colombia? Me yam shame.
Ade. Me
game no me yam shame.
Ade.
Colombia team no.
Yeah.
Almost great stars. So.
Yeah.
This is Colombia that beat Argentina, that beat Brazil. Now, Croatia don't fast. I mean, 2-1. Miss Croatia for some ball brupo any, but only boss by 3 hit people. So, me wonder said this is the Croatia team we are going to play at the World Cup.
I will see a show.
I will see
a show.
I'm what number one GDS ever show.
Now, GD.
Some show with me, your machine.
Okay.
Oh, you Ghana, Nibia, now you're now with GD crowd. Oh, here will your show. You're your strong, how you show. And you'll be Busa. Sir, Team Cyber World Cup, young can crunch one part before to others coach. A big car about say Ivory Coast, almost coaching a young coach. But Ivory Coast and Andy, boy, no, on your opportunity, he has justified why they should have faith in him. Ivory Coast played the entire qualifiers without conceding, without losing a game.
I think someone conceded.
They had a solid defense. They played against South Korea. South Korea or Minjai ne or Oga Abandon Obina no South Korea or call a so no also Besiktas. Oh ne sa one. They say no what
that Korean guy.
That friend that Korean guy.
Yeah.
You know, Womo. They beat them 4 emphatic. Korea couldn't even score. And that's the African countries, look at them. Sorry, Panama versus South Africa. Over the Panama no cry saying, "Oh, Panama coach Nazim Biaka is also on what is the years about the show more World Cup." What I say? It is every for the meetings they say no more. You understand? Say from any the meetings are. Or the Andy Flekwam on the brand and share. And the issue so about with the sports ministry. Sports ministry need a statement about Bunting clarifying say the sports minister traveled to Germany alone. In fact, there is this video. Richie Plus One TV a posted on his blog. Now there was this woman I know can say, hey, Scano, you're going to go 70% near the 30 I'm almost a day. And Apia Stadium was in that video. Yeah, this is the video. Woman can say, Scano, you could do 70%. Now you're a year more. And in fact, you see, or a commercial businesswoman who owns some apartments, and say, you know, and when I crossed with Kata Noma, because of MCA, they know all the big men and women no more town. Who appears to the one ambassador Sekoju, our owner Sekoju, and all those people. How many ministers holding come? Apparently, in fact, on all our sports platforms, any our swag platforms, so Spotlight, people were bashing the minister. Say, what company more quite a fairly much as one go for Idiomoko. And a ministry in this statement about Bontiabi Chimu say the minister traveled alone. No more Mokono, they were on their own. Our more travel on their own. It's and also your basso. Never be ministry in this statement on the about Bonting with regards to that. Because I understand, say the president is not happy. Emma, the president of Ghana, as I'm making Andy. Am I say or charging on the ministry about because having your pesca crisis is Kaibinya and they are supporting Black Stars. Already we need 30 million. Yeah, see any 10. Now and only the sponsorship drive need donations now here, Peno. Udi imagine say Enka Black Stars share Austria even 1-0 and now 2-1. How much we push a lot of companies to even donate. Into your Nabia, you better redeem your home with Air Germany. How I be see
Nancy no FIFA international break no. And UEFA this omo Nations League na babesha.
Nations League, yeah.
It's adding so be na a top tier international friendly match
against European sides.
Chairman, bona ye bono. I'm very sure that team be a very serious team of mama the competition. One shot from Ghana be because obi a friendly match.
Obi tough test.
Obi exposing.
Now unim say na Germany match and it was against Ivory Coast.
Yes.
Germany match, no. Yeah. They wanted to play Ivory Coast, and apparently now Ivory Coast were other engagements because Ivory Coast were another friendly almost available. It's Ivory Coast. They wanted a tough African side also called World Cup. They say I'm not careful. Even some of these countries to be calling Nigeria, who are not even qualifying for the World Cup, because Nigeria be more tougher test. Iran for prepare for World Cup. No, they called Nigeria. Nigeria want to beat them by 2-1.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Nancy 4 against US. 2 against Mexico. Nyakoji 1 against South Korea team we each 1. South Korea team na each 4 no. Against Australia 5 and against Germany. Namia memoir was a 5 and I say CB. Idea having, but all the same, we still have a World Cup to play. Yababa Sonia Babasha the Ghana Premier League and so Accra Hearts still without a win after winning against Asante Kotoko. Kotoko Zuko nya draw Doma. Na Ediana Stars for bomb the Ponko be the omo team bass the moment so I'm for attacking and say Ghana's Real Madrid. That ninja no ya the hon summer ba e ojumadi so ne sama hodo yaboa no aye de Abraham Cleveland Chamber for Junior. I say ya anya careful. Last time the message onukwa de wanka careful. Christian the message I mean kind of
the German game.
He loves the German game, and of course, although you follow German game, and also, I'll say, Ivory Coast. No man Germany align have some number, and Ivory Coast, your boy, your draw you know, how many Germany co group.
Yeah.
So there was ultimately anymore. What I say, it's an idea they had to replace Ivory Coast with Ghana.
Neighbors, open say any Ivory Coast born the same thing.
I know there is so Ghana and Kasanso Kabebiania. Oh, Christian Ghana, the Nena Samabo, when the decisions be ya take it, say your bow. Minim but every president, and then in Kofo, you decided to go for coach, nim the air, Chinchon go for Tuado. Even when he wasn't doing well, FA decided they would stick with Otto. And then because in the eyes of the FA, they see Otto like Pep Guardiola.
How they beg him,
at the point, we're virtually begging Otto to come and work for us. This coach. Oh. Because of qualify playing against Comoros, playing against Madagascar, Central African Republic, and Mali. Anyway, I'll say there's absolutely no style of play. We can't win a single game at the World Cup with Otto as Ghana's coach. Well, if we call it say, Yensaki Otto already. I'll say it was a horror show, total disaster. Oh, okay. Well, there's this message I'll say. This article, I was like, make kind, but it's going to be a long one from Kobe Asante, but I will try and read it. But I understand, say, Utuado, so on the style, no, the Musa Mavozu style, no. Understand, say, in a meeting with the FA people, no, okay, so or more defensive inclined. Oh, also a more defensively inclined. And information that is reaching us, the FA, they are very upset. And no meeting because you ever go Germany I couldn't come. Or the Andy we ever go Germany I couldn't come. And coach Fred is over me who ye respect to game, no. But as I've just about Germany game in your Weber studio Saturday. You're born in now Saturday you're in aye a tuno say or you now just say on mark of him say be a World Cup time oh baby. But the Ekika Kondi also of a Canada. Because to Adwa now you know. To the Andy fire Kwamon.
Go into this games, Your Excellency, go into this tournament with our chest up. Ready to fight for the streak and ready to change our story. We will not go into this tournament as underdogs. We fear no foe. And believe me, when this team lines up against Panama, against England, and against Croatia, Ghana football will speak.
Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
All right, Chama Meda Sinti, Yaguso, the latest Nina and so by Baba, Naya also ever the Black Stars of Ghana game and any Jamino, Yadun Seminar Eba, Nemo Yakasa games to be Egus Koso Gabon LED, a Trinidad and Tobago by 1 goal to any gamer, Wamu Abo, a 40 minutes, I was Samachano, and area to the other games, Sabasono, Mami Fantugas, Uzbekistan, everybody at Venezuela, Sans and Azerbaijan, and Sierra Leone, Cyprus, Eba, Moldova, Rwanda, and Sunni Estonia Machano, and Eba Germany, Ghana, and we are 6:45, and later Sabanino, yeah, there was some Emamu Edward Medina Sansana, yeah, but also with a Germany, Ghana game, Yanikoba, 9:70 and to Senegal, one first friendly match, and sweat because one more about your man, France, Peru, Namaka, Senegal national team, no, Omo decided, so I will start the France, Omo, and Subet me, I almost start as a trophy, no, and I had the AFCON trophy, Omo, and Subet parody, I'm a supporters, and some champions of Africa, knockout. Against a sound decision and they are telling us and I know game as planned and I said almost decided one answer I in Kama Yanko Piemu answer stadium or not any Famiko I start the Air France now ready course so I Senegal and Yama almost before the game never chance here and after during the game after the game and Yama one was saying and somebody Omoka and the cherry and I said you're winning and it's almost Senegal one and a park and so one year AFCON a champions because game one and a winning match. So join our screens in this one. Wow, monitor our champion television and also our Facebook and our YouTube. Where I am near Senegal for Eddie Kaya before a game sana and a Khalid Koulibaly and the teammates in Ebano. The tennis screen is on one AFCON trophy. Bibi a Senegal for and a champions. I'm a comment and as a movie and the cafe canano. Wamu Amontere, Mami Fantuga Senano Kwa, Mami Senegal players no captain of France Khalid Koulibaly. Waba aya park and so no na okuta the AFCON trophy I just ekita one am kasa ne obodia and so adeba park and so ye unsa Senegal players nyina and so decide yesem ombedi atri na bibia and so kama enie ento sabaye ebe pega trophy ne de kosro etre nipa omo stadium any obi an monitor I was screen so say wamo Senegal wamo and ya champions and later saba ya the one some emamu e wodwede so na mamekaf ya president oprania ya friend said Dr. Patrice Musepi, one and a calf a president. Reporter in second so Rana Kodinkomo was in the next coming weeks no Obe Piemu and so was Senegal. And also acquire Senegal so na only our football I have leadership no only because we will say calf and I take a decision and a Senegal and so I am the calf na the Omo Kenya no and it's Omo returning trophy still Senegal for annual Manchester trophy no deba and into on as calf president eba ko Senegal now a question F and impeding for na Omo so did ko Senegal ya and yep that trophy no Omo sabet miaka and later Seba Sam come no ya the Emamu Edward so AFCON a tournament no media reports changes and so at Yaba, Diameter said Dr. Patrice Musepi as a format no Unim said 24 Iron nations and a cup battle for the AFCON trophy. Diameter said 4 more Iron nations since what Yabakao, not just 28 Iron teams and I Diameter 7 Iron groups with 4 teams per Iron group and I report about Yadon some Emamu Edward Medicine Inteno I later Sanus Toda Yanko Aya Club Tottenham Hotspurs Namami coach France Ugo Aya Tudor Yanin Commando Enra and a space team a release statement 10 na a statement ne 10 in some woman and it's a coach and your friends Ugo Tudor Wamu Anya Janakwai Aya Maxwell Aya team no open your friends Ugo Tudor space for answer Janakana in almost statement almost 3 I say well Aya by mutual Aya consent so I'm the coach in your editor say I don't want you to say said Yanyama answer Aya Kika say no Diababua Omumia and I said 2 parties no and it's so decide say part ways and enra sad decision and so about minukas Spurs or reference Ugo Tudo Netana no enso ba na wie enom Jamaica na ye di sound common in our pen be studios no Jamaica say meetings enso koso mami or reference Roberto de Sabi na ye ni no come Premier League no nim so because brabi wanu na coach edema club na you from Brighton okopiem Olympic Marseille wasansum anaseso afiri ho ama oni adwuma Jamaica and say meeting koso no say Spurs omo hierarchy no epese or reference Roberto Di Serbi on the Juano, one episode of the Madimete, and Sir Roberto Di Serbi answer a jatum, so Obama answer the Amaspers, maybe be an answer to a come on, Eddie Amaspers, Omo Clubno, and a later Sama Demeter say Ansana, Ebia Omo Ansubeti Akase, or reference Di Serbi answer by the Demete, and it's a Brenta France Ben Davisa, one Ayomo player, Ebia Ono, and Editum Ansubet training for this time until say, Womaba announced a new coach, and a report and so toja. The other one some Amabu Edward Medros Savebi and so Akoso video assistant referee meaning one kasa will tell me what will take on a VAR saying and theater now Mr. Janamo a VAR and a football a fan because Savia Cosono na a football supporters association woman and Omoya Savino na almost a Premier League and over the video assistant referee and Yama and so football no more questions so fun now we game na VAR and so interceptions are some other is here which is a VAR and so I will enjoy a footballer but according to a survey now a free football supporters association as well by no some we say first question so VAR no Emma will enjoy a football and 97% as we disagree so the VAR Emma will enjoy a soccer no one disagree I'm some they most support the use of a VAR and also 76% as I disagree and I think I had almost decisions are written I had a reasonable time 3% per and as yes not just a VAR no a come here supporters are almost tibo national woman empeva and I demeter no mami ora friends general Gattuso one and a coach and the Italian national team na uko Italy amugo so ayajuma say World Cup no one ever qualify on the previous year to Nina Italy and team qualify so say MY day now wouldn't say me report and another be video edit show na you aye 8 obu players libya omu the boss there and ekosia kan no na ebi celebrate na yes oko aye dressing room players libi ejiri say one ever qualify for aye World Cup no na Jamaica and is the coach General Gattuso na me yad much against aye boss there so when to I win match no Italy for qualifier, no excuse. Many reports Italian Football Federation almost no excuse for reference Gattuso. So come as Ophelis over qualifier. One Ebajana Kwa Ochana. Here we game na pe. Omo the communicate baba. So omo pamu coach in so Pedro episode keeping a juma as a coach. And the Italian national team just say game against a Bosnia or win a game no. Nyami adma dachana and aya diaba. Yada one some mamu ewo jumedenosana. Arsenal aye players so call national aye duty dodoana enso aretani dodoana aredraw and the free omo national aye site obenya list no enso the ambe because anra and our branch friends aye hinkapi one enso aba back to aye London what I say from aye omo from say Colombia that's Ecuador or sounds aretani only say Arsenal players na we munyina enso aredraw e berech eze okay say coach na your friends Thomas Tuchel afraid England or prior and withdraw player friends Gabrama guys one also Brazil for Efrano also prior and withdraw William Saliba and so withdraw from the French national team Mame Fentus Leandro Trossard one also withdraw Jurien Timber and so withdraw Bukayo Saka Declan Rice Nani Madueke and Henkapi one and so back just Arsenal amu players no and so returning and Jamin Saka ya the Ababu Edward Modern no Spain Mami player your friends Lamine Yama because Spain I game against Egypt Mina report and as a Barca club no yes Oma country them Spain and Penifone say Obobasre so say Abrantia friends Rafinha Akopra out just a best of 5 weeks Rafinha Ekotenafi Obobasre Lamine Yama game against Egypt no and Penifone roster Lamine Jamaican said the Spanish Football Federation yes Oma reassure Barca team they say woman and risk any player including Lamine Semi Yama, and Aya Basa for Omunabutre, woman come back and to Efantomayam, coach, Luis de la Fuente, and risk a player beer, and I update Aba, Yada Sans of the Ababu, Ewo Julian Sunday, and no idea to young France, now young Codin Comaga craft from Aya France because and Ra, Omuke, no name sweat me because almost 3, Emma Nema Aya come against Aya Colombia, now Oya France, Mammy Amu attack and say, and you didn't come over 2 matches of about Unim Sandra, almost starting game and Ewa anyone, woman and Yadia, game against Aya Brazil, woman starting match, but also Oya France, Maswanya will tell Aya France, some paradise squad up front, fair of first game, and it's a game against Aya Brazil, no attack, Aya Ekatiki. Michael Olise, Aya Ousmane Dembele, and Abrante France Mbappe, woman and a lady attack, and Ra, game against Aya Colombia, Mammy Fentugas attack, Abrantia, your friend said Desiree Dway, Ryan Shalky, Abrantia friends Aklo, Sans and Aya Turam, and the Siakai, so I'm go for the team now. I know Ashe, Mammy Rando Colomwani, Mammy Fawin to us a Colomwani, Mina reporter, sir, the only way I Colomwani says, say, Obetia walk up in and it's a attack as way, injury, and Subetiaba, sir, a commerce players and what you way, OBM pra, says, Emubaya Day, Adama Branchana, your friend said Colomwani, so when I walk up in and so because Jamaican is a coach now, your friend said Didier Deschamps, sir, I squad with sir. 8 players we know woman and anani edomo so ekwabana sa not just a column one no enso etiaka and Jamaican mami player friends Douay and our game by course no Douay able 2 goals Edema I had the French national team way I had the first year 2 goals so I say Edema national team no mami fan to him season way all competitions Edema I had club and country 17 goal contributions Edema player friends I had Douay no not just all year Jumapa and Ayadeba, so say Aya Brazil, almost last friendly against Aya Croatia, Mami Vinicius Junior earlier, Ebetoga Vini Junior, Aya likely, so Obama say Aya Sama to Croatia game no Vini and means because I know Aya Saturday not on to me training. Nemon good news and Ra Brazil for training session across no, you will say Abrantia friends Vinicius Junior, one and Johnny training session at Debate, and it's a game against Aya Croatia, almost Vinicius and Swiss. Kaya Emmanuel Anyo are available for a selection and Ayadeba Woko Aya Portugal Omani Mexico game no and so across our Mexico Ebo Biantian Fabo Antonio Quatra Mabesho Cancelo why a Barca player never about Edema Portugal national team no na Ose Yen Fantu as a more rank a pay teams are what we have favorite so man left to World Cup 2026 and was somebody Portugal and so account because so Portugal squad Omukita players are Ekita Aya Portugal Mekoba Serbia, Motara, Moya, a favorite for World Cup, not Mokobo, Aya France, Mokobo, Aya Brazil, Spain, any idea. Mumekis was a Portugal, because don't forget, I'm Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm team, I'm your favorite. Oya team, I could tell Obitis Vitinha, Joao, Aya Neves, Nuno, Aya Mendes, any boys now, Bruno Fernandes, and just almost so betting to World Cup another year. I don't Aya Deva, no Enzo Fernandes, Argentina, I would say. The second friendly game Enzo Akosana Mami Enzo Enra Okon nam for bi on podcast so just okodi di nkomo krana okoye no busa ne say aside Ireland na otis say and afi Argentina Buenos Aires back to Argentina obese no city ben and we asia onya pa enkometra Enzo Fernandes se bien no also no Madrid aye city no or person kwakotena Madrid because Madrid is similar to Buenos Aires and to Madrid or better so say oh yeah Chelsea supporter now also Enzo so oh yeah player or man linking it to Real Madrid and one also idea the city or person will stay no Real Madrid and I say Madrid como and or person kwakotena and we Enzo Fernandes and I'm here dinner won't come yeah what Chelsea as well no mame malo gusto akodawe ababontiria to yourself on Tiasio on Tiadia Biase now saying a Chelsea coach Liam Rossinia Debia Nemko for criticizing Malo Gustos until said the reason why Debia Nemko for criticizing Liam Rossinia now also a Rossinia Openina ultimus a future anima Chelsea oh a lot of things and so obetimi dia bo a Chelsea na osi orano or a Chelsea manager because our talent obetimi dia adwuma no one players omo gidie e wo coach dem asem go die Malo Gusto menya hwe e bia wo na wo gide because na no e Enzo nkoma na wo kodi ye no encheresa because Enzo ensem okoka se na omo wo oru reference anu e Enzo Maresca no na Chelsea e wo identity na Chelsea enso so chese omo e wo structure what I said na chese omo nya happy with Liam Rosina demo reference Malo Gusto see players dey omo e happy with Liam Rosina and Diaba Mbappe and so every national due to return to Madrid now Albe Madrid on the 7th of April our game against Bayern Munich and a player from Mbappe and there to you say open teams are our firm and also more form our Europa Bayern Munich club no and no form brutal never so open team so obetnya stop Bayern Munich na Real Madrid and tisa game one Bonyamia Duma area next week no Madrid ready for a club you're from Bayern Munich and we according to Mbappe and Eddie Sankomono a Penya France car and Rumene Gababonte what you are to just Madrid Bayern way a final before a final Champions League final now about the 30th of April according to reference car and Rumenega also game Madrid and Bayern Munich 2 legs no the final before a final and on area to Oria and reference car and Rumenega adding come and Michael Olise wana or see what it is and Olise yes teams to be airpen and a Liverpool airpen and away airpen Michael Olise including Real Madrid also Michael Olise our 3-year contract with a club from Bayern Munich now on person be the come up the chance say mo pesa mo ka because enkwofo Tracy Kaba Stadium every players at some Michael Olise na our Bayern Munich okay and also Vinicius Junior the attendance of Vini priceless because Vini no also akoda in the dream club and was say kawate senko for Vinicius Junior be o won say Vini and Madrid aware no ebe to aso akoda ni ma and jeba o Madrid supporter no petini goalkeeper France table Courtois menya report and Courtois so say ebe den just a miracle and ebe Madrid against Bayern second leg ebe ko so Germany no Courtois and Subarutan just here menya report to say oh you out 2 legs ni na Courtois ebe out just a miracle be and remember Courtois ebe the second leg no enti ebe kwa goalkeeper luni na eno aya tie mame fa we enti say Everett as wo ko Arsenal we pra otifie ball no so say obobi diamete and some Arsenal for ewo hopes so game against Manchester City. You say omo GD say ebedru City match no na abrantia your friends Everett eze na waya fit omo your GD say sa match no eze am so betia make a return e dia club no enom aye diaba na okay openya friends Gabriel Batistuta na Batistuta and edin ko omkobu sa Batistuta say number 9 for we ase no on name the best number 9s. Now, I mention 3 players, interesting. Also, I mention I am Mbappe. I mention Lautaro Martinez. And I mention Erling Haaland. Maybe interesting. Harry Kane, according to reference Gabriel Batistuta, and I report about Yadon Sam Enso Eddie Tuja. So say I Liverpool, why and ever succeed or runner. Your friends Anas not Sakomas and Penful age and acquire. May not report and said decision I made. Sakomas Liverpool, ever Saki Anas Lotta. So say I the nurse coach, ever Sabi Alonso, and a reporter Menseka. Yes, Amania decided, sir, I Anas Lotta, I Alonso, one and a Baby Edwano. And we are Demisaka, Oko Barcelona, Mamifa, we enter as a Barca, Egus Airport defender. Now, I branch your friends at Bastoni from Inter Milan. Say, deal no answer and go through. Now, Mamma branch of our conference, Evan, Indica, one answer a left centre back, and a Roma club. No, Mina report to say, some position when a Barca for the player, no, Sakobasa Bastonian and Swan Gotra, Barca, the next option, Evan Indika or Ivorian, and added to the same player, being a report as Spurs, Liverpool, Bamunchen, Omina, and show great interest in Evan Indika, and Ayadeba, Rafinha Copra, our Brazil Camino, Caswa returning as a Barca for Aya worried. Mamin Fantuka said daily compensation amount, Barca for from an injury, and it's a FIFA, Ebetua 20,500 euros, and Sadia Barca, Anto Sanoba to the Barca, Ebenya 144,000 euros as compensation for Aya Rafinha and the injury because of Koboye, Edema Aya Brazil, and Aya Diaba. So say player friends Andy Robertson, OPM Ever Liverpool, Ono Aya left back, Nebum, new position, Aya Milos Kerkes, Nancy, on the other trouble. Mena report and Sir Atletico Madrid, yes, we contact Liverpool. Now, I'm monitor Abrantia friends Aya Robertson, Sir Equa Ebedao, Nakomasa Robertson, and Super Free Liverpool, because born on Yabima, one Atletico Madrid, and Super Tiamanaquai, just opportunity, Aya Madrid Como, and Demetrio, Oko Manchester United. Good news, and it's 2 players. Mena report and Sir Omina and so started training. Diamete Edison Lisandro Aya Martinez, and Aya the butcher of Amsterdam, no prayer, Diamete is a week away, obey training. Patrick Dogu, Obakasa Patrick Dogu, Michael Carrick, Eba for Orona Nebo. Emma Ayakunya Eterenche, Cecia Menoka say, Abrantia friends Patrick Dogu. One also I recover just one started training at the Ama Club at France United and I said the home city. So say Barca, Mona Marcus Air Rashford, Barca Eba Farana, because as a Barca for Edge, Manchester United, almost one more Pomusika, 30 million almost Edge. Jamet and it's a Barca for a dear, one way and not PLG for Afao. Mina report and as a PLG team, no, Wamu and Monetary Bank, Cranka, Jamet is always interested in Marcus Rashford, Ebio and it's AC Milan, Wamus and monetary situation of a branch of France Rashford, Milan and Super Marcus Rashford, Edraba Italy, and we are Jamisaka, Yadon some Emamu Elwood Medinus what to be. Sir Abrantia, your friend so called Palmer, yes, a Bamunchin Clabano, and Omunya called Palmer, Omope, Bamunchi Bobokono, Omunya called Palmer, Epe, Yasuamus and monitor, Abrantia, your friends so called Palmer situation with Air Chelsea, because Omun is a player no Onya Kwa Obako. And Jamisaka, Mina reports na Sako Palmer Aqua, yes, Chelsea, and so make enquiries. A crowd friends and Nico Pass, Ewo, Ayabobo conference, Ayakobo, Unsa Madrid, and our first option. So say Chelsea, and so Nico Pass, because Amanda Jidi Ewa could let him say, and Yama, a crowd air, none of your Koyama Argentina free got a contonet, any baller, Obo, and so Anima Como Club, Chelsea, and so I was Sako Palmer Lucina, and Nico Pass, and so Yaba and air the ability. What you say? I say, Onana, as you won't give it up. Our Manchester United. OGD is a new coach, baby, because new coach Ebayano, Yahoo Bitis of Comimeno, I say the Bono, Asanso Abba. So say, Onosu OGD says, or retain Oko loan, or retain and Emma Ansubet Kama. Mammy goalkeeper Yansuma, Maxwell goalkeepers, no, her training. Yansuma, Ewan Crum, I Switzerland. Now, we, sir, ice bath, no. Baby, or Quatraya or your ice bath, no. I didn't know Onze or Damua, I didn't know that. Now, Oko mountains, so snow and air toho, and where you know, and I just say, Osada, ice or just all your ice bath, no. Area young so manti, so when you're upon your bonu ya, and your fluke, what you say, reflexes near Juma. Training and Sukomupa and air the channel. I mean, you come and Fanchano pay, Sir Yamfa and Inchemo, our SO. Obstacle Enterprise as well, here come so Obstacle Enterprise. Our chroma said, yeah, sir, about tiles, will chroma all kinds of air tiles, sir, floor tiles, sounds and a name open design and designers, our triford and Mikaso tiles, different colors, different shapes, sounds and a different sizes. Nina so Obstacle Enterprise for one and a coffee bia, who seem a European project, no, now what drew a tile in a baby also got tiles, no. Airso, Obstacle Enterprise, and also go to make sure our branches no Makuma Kubesenum, Udru Tanoswa, opposite Air Palace. Contractors, sounds and a doom, Baku Ewo Ayer Ajaba Jewelry, adjacent Ajaba Jewelry, a drum game opposite Air Post Office, Samson Dumoa in Suase. Eben a champagne a himfieno owo ena Abreport Junction opposite County Hospital also a also Obstacle Enterprise omana maru 0244 458 542 0244 458 542 and 0536 545 997. Now we are enkasa. My catch was a lake Easter Monday. Ye fiamu ewo lake way a unforgettable Easter Monday celebration. Nyami adwa edena awatwe the 6th of April. Ye call lake bosomche ewa bono na yani the woman king. What you said, the king of your queens. Eno baroni enya semketu akra. Wanom enso ebe performing live. Ewo lake. Eno ye casa Lake View Resort. Na shanosuma mesenyo konye no baron in kwarebo medical or say chrome sikani wabuna and performing live Easter Monday and all draw planner say and a week yenina yako aye leg bosom ewa bono na yakwa celebrate Easter Monday so take it no I also shall see now saka de unu say special offer and say would you take it free Vim energy drink bako account na ya diamo. For more information, number for 0271 756060 0271 756060. We were on the 6th of April. Yeshiamo ewo Lake Bosomche na yakwa ji ani kama enya asem ketua. Mamin Kels aye San Paul aye Premier Limited for yabo mabasoni no mase. Essence omode omone building contractors, individuals, companies, and construction workers and yejuma mesom ope aye durable high quality air blocks and so the air wajuma ninyina air San Paul Premier Limited ope solid air blocks ope hollow air blocks pavement blocks papa ninyina air San Paul and also from the omo yakra say onu say etimi free delivery from air factory our offense amwowi direct near the about site no e amo minimum terms and conditions are applied bewacho ye chira kwa no your kodie adjacent Pacific Fuel Station and as opposite JA Plant A Pool Limited and Udru Santasia ye opposite Opokuwari School Udru aya Tafunsha so Moro Market ube aya San Paul omenamba no aya 0547 600 721 0547 600 721 and 0545 421 921 na ono mo enkasa yenin komana menka say we aya Gentleman Dental Clinic and ayako wanya ese problem sabi utiami utumu sanyama shase enkoye mfama obi oroma neseno esuabu wosene apaito krabedem wosene opese ye fita opese we braces anasa opese we silver ana gold teeth obi so oroma halitosis okasa pampan efri nanum eba ayare Gentleman esa yawo Kumasi Abreport Junction Bantama High Street Total Filling Station no na tuope ana udru kra nungwa baby a SHS no NDC office nincha ana tachiman aya Maxima Kente Road 0598 73183 0598 73183 and 0241 192 314 offer Gentleman abajo so na ye no enso dinkobo mamin kels Africa air logistics for so there say oh Tony media free China na there be air na main problem air kwa aba shepen ya ban enso dia ba no I don't know how Africa air logistics aba area mo womu ebe move on yeba nyina from China area bro doorsteps our Ghana I enya sem ketu akra na omo small parcel omo group B small packages na wa service ka and afi omo ye full air containers and ye dedicated FCI air shipping omo ye door to door so no ya pick up our China near deliver our Ghana area mo afi first air clearing and air hassle free customs clearance our Tamaport ye be ya ma kama be ba cho omo air warehouses China you any Guangzhou and Ghana so no air Tamam any Kumasi woman number na me to jan essentially WhatsApp line 0536 735 393 0536 735 393 and 0240 and that's 0204 818 823 0204 818 823 ano Africa logistics woman number no and I made atu anim no yenkoso na menka so enai a chese yeguso a ye twen Easter no say nyame adma on the seat no yesanso ewo Abbas Hospitality Complex ewo Abacha Junction me ba to uti a shanu so ye efwa me nyame adma on the seat ewo Abbas Hospitality Complex no yani J Bad jai yani J Bad and kwa shiamo and so on the 6th of April yanko enko pm Abbas Hospitality Complex na yani J Bad what you say yanko tie draw music akra asaka music no J Bad live sharing so say I bought no tickets no 100 Ghana cedis never auto advance 70 Ghana cedis per na DJ Lumo was here DJ Part to ever was here. Open so when your enquiries be a 0505 485 052 0505 485 052 and 0500 666 623. Now just say what me do come kama now on the seat no yeri J Bad and so akwa G any kama area free way a pure FM reveal scratch for win no sika what you say sika na yeche mobile phone equita dey here say what register mobile money now what best 6 Ghana and 5 Ghana cedis and 2,000 dial star 850 star 12 star 850 star 12 now I select a pure FM now what I say 5 cedis and 2,000 choose a lucky card out of 5 options no confirm your gameplay nabo mama money pay no try instant resource game uti ya pay can cry now on sake bibia channel so message short code no star 850 star 12 now just walk on more money 18 years no more and a mood disagree sorry now chairman can come about name men sorry wa bra men can just na I also to fuel no I was shell aya Ghana shell there woman yan shell bank yawu shell I say woman added a new and improved shell V-Power Ediaba afe shell fuel save unleaded shell fuel save diesel no nyina bi Ediaba I don't know the good car eboa e maka no e run kama what you say na ubotimia last 15 kilometers per tank e shell nkwa enya asemketo shell there you say simply better by far na shell fuel save e visa baby anambia no ubi na just say wonso watimia kwa jo fuel e de good car kama maminka we enter vim champagne energy drink no ya no mi no bia kama because we hear energy now what's me at your carry day now a vim champagne energy drink and also to me no energy I just obeti aye juma wa bra won tebre ni nyina aye vim champagne energy drink obi ampa bi no unya de actually we odi re nchele ya pe ice cubes egu glass mo ne tuba kukubo and na e wo supermarket shops e ben event vendors obi nyina to bi na obese we to 0322 190 877 0322 190 877 na wajo vim aye champagne energy drink no na wabo ama bibia enso atima ya kama enso atimi de afiri ho mesa ba na afedi aka na baba yi nyina enso ade afiri ho de am kamanti chamo
okay
ori abija phone to aso
all right they say you gave me 6:45 right your number of games and because so one can say the bia game ho the bia game ho na mashe games
ni bi kura koso chawe ala jawe e was ala Maxwell mu and Indonesia ne Bulgaria sembe de
omo
Grenada nso bebo Kenya ne o de onko
me go pede o o de o
see am no ka say once game back oko Google and Katu St Kitts and Nevis and Solomon Islands 2-1.
Omo yon nya ade nje sa na sa teams
go at over 2.5 out.
Sa teams omo nya ade
go options in quarter or max options at all.
Go over 2.5. Ebike say Germany win over 4.5. Also I know you're a sure bet for Ghana at the end, but
I know I really want to say everywhere knows. I make a problem I was me doing.
But and Germany Ghana no I'm say so far na the major year and maybe a Cyprus Moldova if so omo pe pa no but nyame aduma chana and I'm say o say chana ombebo you know number FIFA qualifies be mo be qualify na DR Congo ne so bebo o say DR Congo are playing against Jamaica in the final ebia sa wo hwe no mu say ebia to win final no just say obe qualify bye auntie okay it's good Friday I was sorry yeah that's it for new man this is our new man aye that's it na good Friday na make tactics in try we see baby do ni mu aiding Maxi
chairman
and na we say be more church bi mo say 7-0 loading busy 8-0 loading. Best shock him once about 2-2.
So I'm him Kakrabina coaching take you.
Okay.
Germany are ranked number 10 in the world. And say they are not at their highest level because Germany they are top 5, they are always there. But we had last game on board 4-3 on Switzerland. So it means the games in the Germany produce goals. So Ghana should be very careful.
That's our last game they produced 7 goals.
7 goals.
Almost share 4 and we share 3 tiao.
But almost share near Switzerland, Monsieur.
But some to play Mbolo No, they be men starting.
Ghana so Marcus I wanna with you.
Oh, David.
Ebola Ghana on starting.
Oba starting. What happened to Nangana? Yama Jordan Atlanta
Now, what's my midfield and about 2 to bench? Or that's that. More than my comments. But
the Minka said, Mr. Mamma, you manage one. Minka is in Boches, Switzerland. As well, I can say, said you also can say, Tim shitty or money. You Switzerland and Ghana. That's what I just say. Sa Mbolo no. You want to be great channel. I want Semenum. Now Semenum is all my young player back of Penna Bonnie Dia Baba on one. Semenum one, they be defend on the best on the bad attack be control game. We keep mamming coming in Mr. But you be a kind of was about the cook. As long as your mom could do Baba Canon, they say a quay in what I say. But Grog so many say 7 and 8.
Well, Germany last 4 games somebody qualifies or keep a clean sheet. But when they are returning to Stuttgart, a warning sign for Ghana because Stuttgart no chairman are very strong. Among winning 6 I draw and they lose 2. But it's in the last 9 games or my body move 6 almost either 3 or more goals. And I said at least almost 3 out of the 9 on my boy must say 100% or more solid. Ghana the say we are ranked 72nd in the world. Until then we need to go play for dignity because any I can almost say is our baby now. Our minister and Kwebe. What I said, Ghana last 3 games they are born you losing in us 3 straight wins against non-African teams. There's a team Ghana you wins 8 wins, draw wako, and you lose back or qualifies. No, Chabo ye no through any an African teams there, but the last 3 you losing in Empoya show only 1 goal. Instead of make us say, I see Ghana say a best go against Germany crash, my bed didn't see a best too. Now, Sawoha Germany last 3 games on my ball home, no almost go each half. First half, Chema goes, but second half goes ever. But in 80th minutes in air corner, the last 7 international Germany ain't go. So what it means that Germany ombesha watch him omoye very quick na omoye omwe free yen Ghana there. Since 2020, 7 games a yabo Europe mu 6 na chama over 2.5 na eba. Se Ghana ball Europe. Na since 2020 eba the last 7 games mu 6 na Ghana game ni produce over 2.5. Chama na can tell you confidently over 2.5 eba sato. And 7 of the last 8 halves of 4 games here, 8 halves, no. Chama nye goal by goals ne pie. So it means that Ghana games, no, it produces a lot of goal. Our branch friend Florian Vets, no, was 10 goals, was 11 at my Germany. Then last game, no, boy, Chama 4 goals, and I had a hand in it. Or share 2 goals and no assisted 2. So Ghana should be very careful. Chairman, in summary, no, saying it here, Germany best say Ghana over 2.5.
Train odi red no mu but yanko Germany yanko Stuttgart yanko he enkoma eno nso ewo ho yane the paper man Frank Jam rank na boko there
Chama kankam nyamiadum bibia boko na pacha muso what say
nyamiadum yenso ho ye pa menua na mo weda na say de kakra
on and off and a pay say no so egugu jama weather no more kakra so getting to the start of the game no ebekosro see as we speak the word 6 degrees yeah
that's enough for me anyway. But all the same, you know, you say the Blasters of Ghana, boy, and come back, come bedroom, yet meetings, emergency meetings, rumors, and I'm so told when we near, yes, second and near, boy, and come out every Blasters, I swear.
Chairman, community, I know we share Black Stars camp currently, no man could we share the euphoria, what camp, the team is totally down. from the technical team to the playing body to the management committee to the Ghana Football Association officials. Uko hotel na uhu facial expression, uhu body language, uhu demeanor. It tells you say all is not well with the Black Stars, and not because say BBSC gidi gidi. Most of the officials, they are not happy with the team's total output and I say performance under Otuado, not just because they lost to Austria by 5-1. And Uti Omonkomona, Otto finding it difficult to get things right, put the boys together, and then have a philosophy for the team. It is a Omujan Sadia one shot your World Cup for that, there will be a total disaster. So there have been series of meetings, very hard ones. Like I said, when we lost 5-1 to Austria, we called team in hotel or Alcotel or Vienna. That we GFA presidents together with Mark Addo and Penfobi that will share on body language and no more dream all is not well with the team. And Nyama Adiana West say Minister of Youth and Sports, Honorable Kofi Adams, or no Subaya, and we say, oh no, we were making the stance clear, say, on said that you don't to sa, and see, Obayano, there will be meetings. Now, I can come and run a joke. Meeting Cassia Pan and Kosu, and some meeting near everybody extra say, not so even a mini game of Ukraine, but according to sources, are from very high profile where Otto is a goner. One should hear right after this game. There will be an official communique to the public. Say Otuado will release uniform the position as the head coach of the Black Stars. That is story about Bob from a new meeting now. Of course, with Sports Minister, Black Stars management committee members, GFA presidents, and at a point, because I also game on a crowd, meeting, very hard one, and some of the management committee members were calling for say a community at that time, but I do baby Openiba could see said that you were much to play against Yemen. It's Otto now prepare with Juma. And also prefer a whole lot of issues about it. But I'm not the only dear pair near Ebubano HSA. Omunatia about 90% of Omomukoshiano Atia Otuado shouldn't take us to the World Cup. In senior chance and they give another baby, then get the final communique from the FE. Now to the game. And what and the team a copy more MHP Arena. I was Stuttgart, a kind of final training. But before 95.7, a sense central for a two coach. Otuado no now would say in Koma, not just say, in fact, a mobile pass, and they be son Ghana, the philosophy or the Black Stars, or say, Odifua, or the son Odifu, or the more the Atare or no Korea to say, who exactly what you want to say. Now, maybe some say, you see under pressure, and I say the job, under threat going into this game because the last 3 international friendly matches in a will lose. I say, yeah, the job on it has been always under threat. And so, no, he's just doing the job. Whatever that comes out, he's okay with it. After that, you could pay more our training section. Media, it was open for the first 15 minutes. That can come. Who share the training section now. The only thing now, a bit of positive was the visit of Daniel Kofichre or Stormy training grounds. One who say after the boys, minimum yesterday because no more teach your but who show more body language and guess what park and so and Koyi say no man Koyi and see after 15 minutes, and Omujan Central for no but you need to tell Hono. Not just say these are players are likely say Coach Otuado and Nanagri over Yisomo against the manshaft of Deutschland. Now, Benjamin Asari is likely to return into the post for the Black Stars. Gideon Mensah will operate from the left. Marvin Senaya is likely to start this game because the central for Ahama or Hopa said, "What Kofane did about? Why are you still playing Brentford on a Caleb Yunchi?" And not say you son say, "Is it likely say you don't Senaya say or starting game or so no." On person then starting 11 to get will be about start on person but your coach train one day. Let us say Marvin a ball from the right side. Jerome Opoku will partner Alexander Jiku and of course Thomas Sepate any a branch for the Kwesizibo Esosumbe Jiremu. There's likely the Sefata Ushaku Ebatinasi Emma Caleb Yechimomu are starting from that position. Antoine Semenyo will play from the left. And then a branch from Jordan Ayew will play just ahead of Anessa behind striker Prince Kobuna Edu. So these are the possible lineup. Coach Otuado, one shine Nanadri, Odubeshia, the man shaft of Deutschland. Now, Ubisane said, "Game, are we going in to win?" And I said, "Be a Senate, also on any team leader." Say pressure our team no so and the team no deliver and or cite example say timer yen to be qualify for AFCON. I mean quickly bounce back and qualify for World Cup. So another agreed the Ghanaian should expect to say the team no ever recover and possibly will get a good result against the Mannschaft of Deutschland. But the team camp, the spirits I work camp on it here, I can tell you, say, a zero, a maximum.
Okay, Frank, thanks so much. Very comprehensive. Yabasa Bawashe, some few minutes ahead of the game. Namora Stadium, Bibiana. But now we're Germany, Stuttgart, come on. I'm also, I'm a friendly, being just as serious as anyone now. And I said Germans are very in high spirits for this game.
The Germans are in a very high spirits for this game. Also, one thing, and I said the difference between them of four Chairman we are international man, and we know how it is. Omono, Omuhuni say a friendly game. Every match piano a festival. At the moment, I say a copy of Vienna. 2 hours to the game. Now, the stadium, it's showing now your back. They were easy. Omo no monsa, omo kiba abone agade, and then some few minutes to the game, and omo kopie our park and also, and that is exactly what is going to happen. The ticket is sold out here in Germany. It is sold out, so you should expect to say a group of manoso ebeyema, and omo take say. A big game at the moment because I'm also they prepare for more World Cup and a Ghanaian community also Yambo Mabaso. In fact, chairman Omabaye Papa from Hamburg, from other places, Omu PMO our Hasia and then a even though the Ghanaian community Omu GDS say you may win a game, but hey, you are here to support their nation, Ghana.
Okay, Frank, thanks so much for your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you too, Chairman.
All right, Frankie Jam, the Pepa man, or no? And I'm an update from the Black Stars camp in Stuttgart. Good Freddy, so we're Ghana game no.
Oh yeah.
Any Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Basso. Mema Maxwell. Because no. Agusa Oka and Simbi. Maxwell.
Samo.
Now share Germany for no.
Yeah, Germany best say over 2.5. Germany is bet to me I say first half. Ebi on best say 2 goals. Germany be quite free kick bomb bet to me they go. Because they work.
Germany best say over 2. That's Germany best more than 3 goals na baby.
Because Ghana since 2020 year boy Europe be 7 matches we move 6 over 2.5 goals na be.
It was 6 more than 2 goals.
2 and ever. And looking at your team, Germany bet me over 2.5.
Over 2.5, no be an can bet 3 goals.
At least
3
goals.
Oh, ma more investment in over 2.5.
Win no crown bet me crash a first half. First half we be bet me 2. And about first half wins so away. And Germany for the best person being at dead balls no. And Chama they might even score for a free kick. Don't be worried. Then again, Ghana bet me as a goaler. Chama maybe I bet me as a backup go your team. I don't see them scoring more than 1 against Germany. And a goal no so one the eye likely source na Jordan Nana who be a free but no wash a backup. Chama Germany beshe. Don't worry.
Okay, Godfrey, young say you game a boy against Austria. Meaning say any said, I mean, did you positives biana or who said you do na omore after game?
Oh, mention it here for. Sir, Megan into Barome's Murabeho. In regards to Austria game, honestly, they said the last 20 minutes of the first half, no, and I've saw Sibia, they tried to get into any marketing KTBI working on training. Second half, in Austria, Austria they played similar to Germany. Austria what they did was they started with a 4-2-3-1 formation. It was Ghana only played with one striker, and which Prince Eduka.
Prince Eduka.
What they tend to do, they say because Ghana for the result into a 3-4-2-1 formation. They are pressing by some more. It most of the time now you ball recovery so much my only problem with the team was even though Tuado even said himself as a or a defensive coach, and as he gets into the defensive mood most of the time in coaching, no, need transition periods in regards to say, okay, say you be defend, you be winning or hard, you be winning or hard, ma, ain't fun as you the bonnet too, ain't fun a transition to be free, ain't fun you be tries you be hit home and as you be hit home, which I didn't see. I mean, Germany obviously a bigger nation football wise than Austria. They play similar. It is a bit to me and you be from Germany game where your transitions has to be better.
A big car about, I mean, how a team not set here, about transition. Who will be positive, like in a game?
I don't know. Who will be is so positive. I would say one thing I saw is that there was no clarity in regards to the NPCA yet.
Okay.
Anna, me, I've always said, national team is the easiest job but the hardest job in football because you could tell players for too long now. You play to the strengths of your core players. Okay. Now, Semenyo, you say most of the time I sit in a free role. Or bet me I drift into the 10, or bet me I drift into the 7 or even the 11 as well. But also, sorry, Ghana national team, team Jordan, yes, it's restricted Semenyo so much for the potential or no one. A Kobana Sanso Mania Dema. The coach would have to make a decision in regards to Sobima Semenyo is Ejumano, and as a Jordan and a base Ejumana. The positives no could come from it, but the negatives could tell you say Semenyo restricting the bread. You're bread in our transition.
Yeah.
And into that, someone your first goal, I'm for so because he had no help. He had no clarity. Say, into what you acquire individual play will be any to beat me in regards to the OCA. A balance was a bread.
Okay, about some rule when how is he restricted or no? Is it an issue as a team players be associated with commerce one because I mean genuinely. Oh, yes, some Jordan. Some for me Kutano. Coming from the club with Man City. Now Jordan. Even struggling to even get a starting position at Leicester. Over there, an issue about coach news to me taking certain decisions a bit affecting players.
Also, national team coaching started from when they are their clubs. Now, I spoke about core players. And for instance, if I mean, say Maxwell and Christian between my bomb, Ghana core players in one Semenyo, Jordan, Jiku.
Party.
You think so Jordan a core player?
No, Jordan said to me core. But say team no about core players say top players are you build the team around them.
The
Jordan Beckham okay, but
at the age of 33, you build the team around them.
Yes.
Anyway,
okay, that's fine.
Sadly, that's the situation we have.
So now,
we are
if
in
that's
now.
the case, as you fancy our core players now, why?
We always at 33. Can we from opposite ginger? But we need to play to suit Jordan and to play to suit Semenyo.
Yeah,
it will make sense to play to suit Semenyo than to play to suit Jordan.
So now your core players, you fancy only 6 and I have 5. Let's just say now. from me perspective, who say, like I said, no 3-4 days training sessions before say Obabo national team match they are now. So what you do is say, obetimi visit your training grounds. Maybe for a whole week, on a seminar, or visit on training grounds. Even maybe with the psychologist of Ghana national team. Now when how our City get the best out of him. How our Bournemouth get the best out of him. Now, so when you're sad anywhere, now when you're all your information up, no visit be a Jordan and so no visit Kudus, no visit about 5 or 6 of these core players that say. Pride and Kwadi are our main players. Now, even with them, no certain conversations. So listen, why now we're on the ball when you're playing really well? For instance, if you are 7-year-old as a 11er, right left back Bena Osha, left back type of left back Bena be out if you are attacking left back, be defensive left back, said be a member Chibi Bri, say. It gives you an idea of the type of players you overstart in every game.
Okay.
Now, so 5 core players were happier. The coach is happy. Believe you me.
Okay.
And that's where the psychology kicks in.
Okay.
So I'm saying, the reason why I need clarity, as I saw in Austria game, I quite say individual brilliance is Obianya Dio. Jordan scored a really good goal. Semenyo Nyabo, and I said, you don't really know where the combinations are, but the Semenyo we know, Man City knows as soon as Ojibona or drive it to the players, 1-2 bounce passes with Haaland, go about. It is an element that I'm thinking, of course, it takes a bit of time to happen, but you were 3 games now to the World Cup. And in regards to squad now, last time, your squad,
but 2 games.
Listen, we were 3 games to the World Cup, and your qualifiers to the World Cup.
Yeah.
You need to bring in your best players as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Your core players, your players that you feel make an impact on the things you do. Listen, Otuado, I'm really sorry to say this, but you don't try a midfielder as a right back when you have a right back on the bench. When you know, you've got a right back problem going into the World Cup. Tio.
Yeah.
Tariq Lamtepra. You have a right back in your way.
Ali Duseidu.
Which we don't know. So be very ready for the World Cup. It's in the very first game I beat me a try player our more national team that is that game.
Yeah.
Especially against Austria, not against Germany.
Yes.
It's even against Austria and saying you give him the confidence again to go and play against Germany because by all means the chances are so once that's a cry Maya at the World Cup. Obey one of the players at the World Cup. You give him the chance now.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's from the start and even the line, the call up and the first 11 against Austria, I really feel he got it wrong. Now, in the second half in Austria, we went into a back 5. And the reason we got into the back 5 is 60th minutes now, if change 4 players, 3 players, no Mumbai. Mumbai now they were all attacking players. Carney Chukwuemeka, where we play one of the players I trained.
Okay.
Straight away now, Obama say Ghana phone were so scared to attack us because they had no transition. In the other end, you have more chance to not try and get a transition through the second half. Be an coach in the consistent and say, okay, say no more, say no more, but see money say. What's you to add our year? Okay, I say, on dear or device BB against the team, no, but depend on the team.
Depending on
so maybe he's a second half coach. That's what he's trying to say. Does that make sense? So now,
the first half he will put every team now.
Okay.
Now the second half,
that's what I think it means. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Now, so what you say, this is what happens. A good coach like Raf Rannick numbers, what they also do is okay. Your bad first half now, first 2 frames, so much check. I'm change baby. Okay, let's make this change now. Then counter so here almost started some counter and we went into a back 5. You change defenders no Jerome Pokumun be himself, you go into a back 5. Or go into a back 5 now. What happened was you go into a 5-2-3. Instead of it be a 5-4-1.
Yes.
It's the wingers not still stood away. Your striker also was by himself. It's in a balance very easy to mark. Now, 2 defensive midfielders, and because they're quite down, they get isolated. Back 5 in a pressure, almost more. Because almost about 4 through that middle.
Okay.
Chances I'm beating media transfer one and I say be a transition abba the striker and so I'm to no jet 1 year. No ball recovery.
Yeah.
Ball recovery, so I'm recover a ball more than we did, even though it's in the defensive mood.
Yeah.
It tells you say go into that back 5 one we need to work on it, but you could tell I don't think we actually worked on the back 5 now. I don't think we did, because I know you concede 2 goals. As soon as you go into the back 5, you concede 2 goals straight away. 2 open goals. Because also your first 3 minutes, your first 3 goals you conceded. One was a penalty, one was a corner. It's a quite already unfair on 20 into 1 goal. in an open play from say you're going to the back four. No? Now you're going to the back five. No? That's it. We conceded 2 goals. It tells you, say, midfield became weak.
Yeah.
Back five.
Because no. 2 midfielders,
yes. And I was say, we're going to the 2 midfielders in the corner. Now I was thinking your wingers track it back a bit better. Thank you. Yeah. You stay more compact into like a 5-4-1. And also, when you're losing that, which at that time you lose about 3-0 or 3-1 now. A bit harder for any coach. He says you're going to the defensive ball, you lose a game now. He thought maybe a a chance to try and maybe get a goal here and there, which Jordan did. But for me, you went into the back five and still now you struggle through the middle, and that's where the problem was.
Well, coach, we are playing against Germany.
Same information.
No joke.
No joke.
Germany from Shower. I mean, you never tell that from Bayern Munich philosophy. Next idea, to me, shots na 10-2, 2 legs. I'm say Bayern. I'm say Real Barcelona 8. To me, I'm show. The yet from Frank Germany says clearly about Marvin Senenya. Then now can say common opportunity. No, it having a place now also come boss channel or mobile. How do you think we should set up?
I mean, for me, also considering the last time, Ostrafon said you conceded so many goals now. I would go into a back 5, midfield 4, and a 1 striker. Now, but in that midfield 4, personally, Memo Party to start with, because so about Party no Bozibonina, they're not really creative players.
Okay,
it is over going into a back 5, and that's over going into a midfield 4. There, you might need 2 wingers who are really creative.
Yeah,
we'll be running up and down. Maybe to hold them in the first half and see what comes up with.
Okay.
And for me, I would go with a back 5, 4 midfielders, but really midfielders are on betting attack, no me pass the ball, so now as you transition into the wingers and they be better. Near striker and so no, it's me chances.
So in this case, who plays instead of Party?
Honestly, minimum squad need.
Coach, you can say you need players who can on betting a year Juma. Our midfield no, because if your party doesn't have the or one in 10 years, maybe I probably Sibo and Elisha Usu nominate.
Omumi no party is better.
No, to say
maybe the say
Christian never check it to me. There's just a coach on car about Donimbo. Obama mobile taki. We na born another ama winger.
Meti coach ase. But if we need born, there's no a better passer in our team than Party. In Tinkebenya Tubia, I'm going to be winning ball. No. If winning ball now, Dobe and transition here Party is a very good passer of the ball.
No, 100%.
Say yes, my ball.
Unless we are willing to play Party as a number 10.
Yeah, more Party.
Now, more Party as a number 10. It means that we have to sacrifice Jordan and Party back.
Maybe last game, major problem is that in your ball now see any transition plan. Medical.
Yeah.
Young wingers na Party be paid and new bones or making runs or better ball among way in our own half of the pitch. Your ball Jordan as number 10. Almost every single time we are gonna be your ball. Now Jordan and so stay in our own half of the pitch. Yeah, but how do you do the transition?
No, but that was a tactical plan from Ostrafon to make sure say you pino more. They started with a 4-2-3-1, but then they went into 3-4-2-1. It's almost penny. Young common.
It is a born cry. You do a young house.
No, my isolated which is wingers, 2 wingers, and then a striker, no more isolated. It's a banner frustration wise. No, striker is no one be Montebaum of Benechicacra. Winger and Benechicacra. Impino say enough, Yamono half no. And that was a tactical plan. But all I'm saying is, say, like from what to other say, a kind or say. He prefers say Obeshi team set up no so by any day. I'm saying say going to back 5. Nanka midfield 4 no. And yet people that can actually tackle for now. Now wingers in the outlets now. The reason why I mean person midfielders in the outlets and they say so most started some opinion and some more back 5 no hopefully they should be able to defend crosses. Now your 2 midfielders no big should be 2 defensive midfielders. Are they ready to actually pull in tackles? Man yaboni be a more on okay. Now your wingers in the outlet no. But your wingers also has to be able to come back and run.
Okay, so now the midfielders no study where you better midfielders no also I say giving you 2 as a 2 midfielders almost attacking.
Yes.
Ball winners.
Yes.
Now your young wingers are almost like a 4 no but wingers and kwaba.
Yes.
It's
for the first half now at least it's me hold on for then. You hope say okay hold on. If that's me personally So match winner. Can remember drop Jordan cry. I can remember Elisha boy no boy anymore. Prince no boy anymore now. Now you have Ishai Kunebia any other winger have no problem. Semenyo exactly. Not 2 midfielders no. ISR tacklers no. Omujina na 5 ni nyina no. Wing in a way in left back and right back no. Omo almost beat me up and down now. Not 3 centre backs straight away, but we stay.
Okay. Do you really believe say you lose game you by a wider margin? You did you coaching move for the World Cup?
And your wider margin, now margin coaching. Okay, well, my reference to question now. Otoado. Abasa one high be done. Crowd tier report. He said, on the crowd, he's a goner. I'll say he's gone. Even a GD, we also a DD, some pay moves on the World Cup. The OE.
See, listen, me coach need to say, yeah. But also recently, the Bay Nipa Bear 4 technical team, and Nipa Bear 4 assistants. One problem. It is not before you say be able to have the not saying any Nipa Bear 4 or 5 I can home through the Ghana Football Association or my own interviews. Maybe said these people are really going to be helping us. That's what that's still now we're losing by these bigger margins. Then who do we blame? Do we just blame coaching and I say should the GFA take the blame as well? Because now you about one game pair, which is Austria. You about Germany. You about Germany so I don't know. Not say everyone say be a draw and I say we Ghana crack with Germany. Does that mean say Otoado is better now? And that's what you a good coach and home. It's in rather no say you ensure the holistic approach of how you select your national team coaches now. And the planner you war people keep thinking about and a World Cup and a World Cup and a World Cup. I said to you last time, Ghana has 5% chance of winning the World Cup, but you're better chance of winning the AFCON. So now I don't need challenge your energies now towards this towards the next AFCON or the next 2 AFCONs rather than say World Cup. No. So World Cup, you lose your 3 games in Accra, then what? But all I'm saying is, you basically be free. Eddie acquire AFCON ni mwana. But acquire to say World Cup. Said the acquire World Cup. No. I mean against Australia, really bad score. It's not really good enough. Regarding Otoado being in there or not, personally, I feel say problems started from any time when Nemo squad. Because when Nemo squad Biana, he hasn't really explained to us why Kojo buy, Kwabna buy, we buy, and that's been a problem. Because players be on you'd have to explain to us if you're a player we create print in your friend, we buy move because of beer situation. Say now born and I said the media not say your reasons behind them maybe but say you could lose you and some was have a church and say you cross higher them. And for me the media team of Otoado needs to do better by making him speak and explaining to the fans why he's done this, that. Sadia Baya see we been us almost say church and say we can understand exactly what he's done. By all means in the coach they said you're fired. I mean hired to be fired in internal. I hope say
I'm surprised they be you to radio.
Yes.
I was surprised.
No.
He said yes, and I got no.
Because of the team now, I'm going to kind of 1 hour. I'm going to year Jumano. Maybe I am a chance, and I say I have more chance to work together longer. But at the same time, I want to be brave because I said, media in the match, I said, I am pounding emphasis in Coniad. But I'm asking, say, yes, also your permanence is here now. You will be in line to take the job straight away now. I mean, you can find 100%.
Yes.
But do we really have someone that we feel says any power never in the next 3-4 years, especially not just this year?
I mean, yes, was a Blasters games. You know, Tasha. You played against Japan. You played against South Korea. You played against Austria. Probably I can be 2 friendly matches before the start of the World Cup.
You say friendly matches are 3. We are playing Germany today.
Germany
Mexico, Mexico, Wales.
Into your bond Germany, we have 2 more friendly matches. 2 more
friendlies, yeah.
When you assess the Blasters team, I declare World Cup now. Ghana for GD no more fan 2 level bay.
Christian, me man kasa kram hero. You're ready back crowd, and I keep saying it. And honestly,
ready.
No, it really frustrates me when people say, "Oh, you be England, and you be listen, football in football, we be football, we be But see, kind of crash here when you say England is here pair a news, the internet news, because everyone, you Ghana didn't say commission England, no England, in the one. It's and we play with the fact say Yami Baye, you say, because Yami will be a chromo. It's when people actually putting in the work.
I'm not what
there be all crossing her.
There's one.
Listen, when people actually putting in the work to make sure, say, Enyama, Ebeye Juma on the day. Not say you oh no unye ejuma and you expect to be paid, and I say you expect to be rewarded. That yana mean 4 games before the World Cup, 4 games, and in that 4 games in the Equano, you're probably going to have your team maximum 28 days, maximum, because of the friendlies near about 28 games, 28 days before say about first game at the World Cup.
The team in 28 days.
And I think you're experimenting
because coach, the World Cup starts on the 11th of June. The Champions League final 30th May. Is it 30th? Yeah, I think so.
No, but I mean, most of our players name Bobby.
Okay, good. Leagues end a week before the Champions League final.
Yeah.
Premier League end the 24th. Tifanese leagues end around that same weekend. Players na aven omobeba to omobeba fee. Omo even say amomu 2 days before they report. Yamomu 2 days before the reporter. Even so on the 2nd of June. Ebi also omobo anyway and also reported to camp. Your last friendly on the 3rd of June. That's like a week. Maybe about the last game, maybe at 24th. It's like a week and when you know. Obo friendly now the next week. You started World Cup. Yeah, match is 17th, then the boy kaka. So it means that we are going to have our players even do 28 days, but we change and be 15.
And still now your core players the crown most I mean kudos money or more be crown. It be cross a pre-press.
A pre-press na omo beto.
It be crown and one ton. You never know. I'm not saying say one ton, but
I'm not saying so mon frefre edinketia ne odoy ne jade no usu boys no more man on Ghana for. Which you find a way of bringing them.
Eddie crowd they were proud. I know so all I'm saying is a drew time and you want to experiment so and I keep saying so this is the Black Stars so at the World Cup we're not experimenting on. We're playing against the big boys.
We're experimenting with our coach and our coaches were experimenting with the players. Any team these
supporters no GDC koyade.
And they are that
is the disconnect.
Yeah.
Me true.
Maybe I'm too ahead of myself, but I really feel say your baby be you may tensions now AFCON also, but rather the 26 players number caught this World Cup now. 20 should come from the main Black Stars. 6 should come from some of the players that we feel said they're going to be the future of the Black Stars. As a chance winner, an experience winner, a bit boy for your next AFCON, next 2 AFCONs. That should be our plan.
And obviously, ever concede this.
Well, I'm hoping say we don't concede too many. I'm hoping see BBA and concede too many.
Because just Ghana.
I'm hoping see and concede too many. I'm hoping see BB from the Australia game.
But apart from the Australian, do you have that quality to play against them? But the opposite you don't have the quality to do it.
No, but talking about quality, sometimes it's about quality. No quality no here, but say the coach can you play according to the strength of your players. Otuado's behaving like Ruben Amorim. Or no feel say nam pesa me bon. And obo. I saw also yen katin kwan no nin katin kwan ho nyoma. Oh, bi also yen katin kwan na nyoma ekuta ne ya ben kwan eyi. Abe ho nyoma. Enyi enti nyo take posture bi so okay nyoma me wo no ho kwan ne me. What you say? San ye no. Oh say your team no. Ebi a we weakness wa ha. We in strength ni. It use way strength, use way strength. Yet set up your team in such a way say we bad now mobile. That is how most of these lower division clubs play against big teams. When you say we know government in bottom, they will have possession than me. But saying you better stop up, saying you between go.
Even at the highest level, no, there's nothing wrong, say Christian near Ronaldo. Number Christian, so listen, at the end, what's your strengths? There's nothing wrong with it all. It's no kind of strengths in this. So sometimes I be a double canon, it be an ebinampa. But we say, okay, what's strength here? Passing range, long range, you know. Do you actually think so? Once you have all that information, And I keep saying this, it's not even about the lower league teams in this animal. Some of these players, that's how you manage them all. They feel valued, they feel part of the setup that you've got there. Now, we put a question, okay, so only Christian boy, sign on yo. Only Christian boy, Christian, yes, but Cabri, a boy, me. And this is the national team, and I keep saying, because you haven't got a whole week or the whole month or the whole season to plan and deliver sessions for them to understand exactly what you want them to do in Internal. You really need to do things and do it as quickly as possible by starting the coach in the warmer clubs or visiting them at their clubs for the whole week, 2 weeks, not just taking pictures, but making sure, oh no more, maybe how do they get the best out of him? Training sessions, and then marketing we are not service we are not service. By the time I'll be drew camp, now you know exactly how you're going to play and how you want them to play and how psychologically you're going to get them to do the things you want them to do.
Okay, I think for Coach Friday, you try and walk back a crab, you're coming to for work like I say, now Yakobonko. In your house in there, almost spell Ghana.
I Germany no crown on the man, say Germany watching Ghana.
What do you need to do?
They said on my year or pitching so dear, so much me pitching this one, meaning the measurements, but so much me bo half, not half wakada hodia. Musu said, dear, near him. Oh, there's a year poem, no mudina near born, and what is and Tanya Bobo, I brad the other.
Well, boy, come on, and then I'll review my first favor.
But yeah, I bet cherry for it's here for you now. Me demand for her bar hospital, doctor time that so. Or the bread and na and a year a juma was you. Said the munim doctor and was say, young quante, I heard. Bia in February, ewo bia bako na udia kwani abasa more than 2-3 years na oda so ko hospital ye nyane sa nti wono ne ho ne de specific ne amount time so wo ba eye na wotwe bosome adeduanan or 3-4 days sometime a day na ye hunu de be ye wo ti doctor time that so say enyarewa nyina eye ntatia case enkrapoma emfa ma ho 2 times so never buy na enyoma nye when your supportive stick be the ekrekra na the following week ya minister wa monro o corner oba na wa sign and there be enye ne sa you check grant me tina mu twice emfa ma ho because obegie dro na akona ni week so oba review na e was said doctor make sure say dro no de ama no mfa ne say efficacy na say mu dro no ebetimi aboa ma next week oba wanante aba midima for her bar hospital sa ene ye juma enti doctor say wo ntatia case I say infections ahodo ye bacteria and fungal infections ye gonorrhea chlamydia candidiasis monese bitil so na tete as oba bema discharges ahodo burning sensations uncomfortable tim say nyoma nhyɛ da nkoye no say no de nsunsuanso no ahunu ne keke na emom pra wo nipadua system ni mu a wontimi fa wani hunu nti wani beba nso na gono nti no bema wonkwam wanyina kofo mu ntimi ngo na ebiti oba so na ofa yefuna ne tira anye ya bo so bewo akra no deformities bi na ebi wo ne ho medima force men kancho say ye professional lab technicians and yes oba ehwe wani mu na yesi gono na aye oni ape akaduro bi ama na chese all this na ntisa e wo se ye lab na ye hwe adekro no baby a efiri ni aso ano de amaw se de beboa ne nipadua na tena se de ne nkwa na me visa sa infections so a enhwehwemu chese si a wo ho kwan tim nkofo bebre na enwo no be yom labs ne scan ya de no na chese sa anyoma no na aha omo for so many years doctor time that so say wadaro ma brani mfa brani bi ento ya de so ye wi a ye show sisi obi ho no ma ni sisi no atia ni padua no first no gina straight away and say upright say wo gina ho abon say ni shape na balance pomankuta no ana ni mu ya ko ana say wachia ko benkum ana say nifa na midima for say daily activities see a call ya ye bay eyesisie ne yede koba me ba metime de asu me kwa me nante so wo dwomu ye banka wo ye teacher wo ye friend say masonry baby a wo ye no ye evolve sisie de yede ye wabra wo ntimi nyimfiri mu ntimi dimafo say ma wo sisi ne nya wo ya ma wo nte feeling no mpanifo se yankoto aye na if say die ntia wo sisi yo ya count me nkoto enti doctor time da so wadaroma fa sisi ya de kwa ankro na eto so ne bra ne fa brani bi ento so ma ne emwa wo na sisie ne ntimi njina brand if so be ye adwuma usisi ka ho bi obi te eye nipa mo no enso ote hwi mu ni nyina ne se ni sisi no ontimi njina so doctor se wadaroma simeduasa afa ye be hwe yade friend no anemia obi ya anemic a ekyere se ni moja ewo ni mu no enoso te se nka moja nkotoa be se 12 13 negu mu watimi say yes waboma na anam wo de no ate aba 8 ekọ 7 enye enough sa na emani subri business tabet na so adwumade wuntimi nye bi stairs ye fo ya ye ba ha enye better sa wuntimi mfro che se onfro tu no na wakoma na etu ato midima force men kan cho se entna ho se wakoma na entimi fa moja ne supply ni pe duane nyina na se brebo no na entimi produce moja no ama sa yade na betna so amidima force wada ma fabra ne fabra ni bi ento yade so na ya hwe osa hodo obi o house of eja o sabo se ni minimum no mene ade a na ho ne ye ne ya ekro wo ho no mo saa persist entimi nkoda enti wuntimi ni di ya na nipadua na kwasu Dr. Time da so say o se bia ya to ni din na eye odede say ye gastric and septic ne de keke ka ho no fabra ne fa time to so if se betua unuane bi wo she top fan bi wuntimi ni bi fi se odi a na hard burns a chill 3 days na enko da bia na abo eje ochocho fabra midima for eba hospital koko ka ho bi malaria ka ho bi midima for say sa nyarwa ni nyina no eye ntatia case Brian fa time ento so doctor say enkan cho say nyame ya adoma bosumi ebesimi Esther bosumi takwa eho ne edi ani a kire ye bie asoye ya na se branch ba ko wo ho a ye bia no enti wona e wota kwa enkronketuam ene ne nkeswe ene ne nkurase ne enkronketua ni nyina mfuma ni nche o muntimi mba kumase anase nkran ya mumpie mu e wota kwa na doctor so ene na doctor for no eho ena sabe ye tutu ye tama ya ba besie ena afi so healing to no eno so ye dinam doctor so to wani ena adwuma mu abo so abo awra ha so obi am check ne pressure free if say Ghana ni ba bia ho hia yen enti ye nhwe emma yade anyame den habama ni nusini ni nubna ehu nrodi adom doctor no ye nhwe ma mesene nkosa so bo ompa daje nkoye ne ho hwe so si wa ne so okoba so tim se nipadua ni ahoto Dr. Time da so men kan cho se wadaro masa healing to no wo ho na che se ukura wote so na se region ne na ye de apie ho no na enioma etimi akofan e de ama afa ye hwe nipadua kwa yade bia kanu na akwa na se organ no ntumi nyi ntontwene enti e so manage yade na abetena ne so no se de be ya akwa ne betimi anya ahoto na abo adwuma se de ama wo enti ehwe kidney wo ho ya onu na eyi nipa efia ewo nipadua mu no oyi ba abonten ti so ko test de so anya kidney failure na sa no eche se ahoden a kidney ne de ya adwuma so ne fi de so ayezum line wo nipadua mu no wontime nye na se wantimi anya echese edidi ne ehome from bi na enum so bi na efi wo mu a ebeka nipadua nim de nyarwa abreye eno ntina midima force wo ho ama kidney ho nsem hia ho wo ho a check environment a wotimu ye enwusie num ne mfuturo bi wa ba bi ote ne da bia eye dust mfuturo enyoma bi wo ho no ma emwa system no enso no oda so si wo midima force da bi no e de yade bebre o kidney na se beto pressure ma nipadua no nti se wo kidney ho nsema fabra midima for eba hospital Dr. Time da so ne pass ne ma o se time no eye na wotwe miensa ihwe kidney na ho oden fi se ensemo a bekwa akoda afidi kese so ehu sikasam so benya afidie ni bie so benya obi kra akoye transplant ni bia ma wana so benya bie no so yasem foforo enti sabra wo de ni nyanye nsem no bo ho ban na ankoje nsem ankofa ohaw amreo doctor se enkancho se wo pressure wakoma ni ye adwuma buru de wo se eye so fiso bia use ne machine na machine no eye adwuma saa overheating car engine e beche wa ma wani so watan wentimi ma force men kancho se ma wakoma ni ye adwuma se de omudro tenten ne obra ne esitie saa na akoma ne faso ye adwuma nti o culture pressure na wo de ne ba 130 135 wo ko na ne che se ya yehu obi anyone pressure 200 no da so nam no okọ no oba intimi sisa abre ya hospitalized old man da ho timi dima force men kan cho say e ma akoma ne nya adwuma mro na ho den so na akọ ne ma pressure nro na ono ma ebi ho na wuntini no emuna ya dendenden atuatu enti moja ni intimi mpaase through ebi so moja ni etu take out to the stands intimi flow ye ti ma sa nro na release sa nyoma mbobo so e na midima force wadaro ma Brian check na pressure ne regulate manage na tena se di nkwa na ma ifi se So we are dwendwen free wana akoma ne adwuma bro na hoden so a ebetimi ato stroke you dread ya bro stroke ni so enya bo wa nyame anim nokure ni ne kon na ya ti sa won sa be chia mo ano ayititi na won sa wontimi stress na e de ahokyere bebre woni ti ma wakoma no emmo sedi sitie eye medimafo Herbal Hospital wo sugar brebi wadaroma emma sitwe yade metena so emma mehuna mane o pancreas enya adwuma ye insulin glucose line no sa ne o mani nyina ntime mfansin ya medimafo se e de haw ne amane e bebre ni padua no Dr. Time da so se be ma check o prostate fi so obedwon so amana ba ye te se de be tap na eye prostate na wa wo nsem begina brane a eye no a tu be shama kokra betom anasa ye cancerous amana be jon kwa anasa ya be pai wa show rubber doctor se wadar ma fabra na ye fabre ni bi ento so de moa o low sperm count so e bre bi oba fibroid da ho drop awo wa tina che so e komidima for Herbal Hospital na doctor moa infection se ye nompe osteoarthritis osteoporosis munyina no midima for ehwe etu ase e de ama o me masam nya no asori akobi ebi say yakeka funi ne yakeka madam pa betina ono musa na ade na agye ne ho be ma afan ese krenyon na e pacha asa de mfa mo adwuma je se de mu ya de se barikese nchachara na nti oso petetrete pipiripi boburobo kakraka kokuroko tenten brane na chese aye fantastica midima force wadaroma for your premium services number no na doctor no ni nkomo 101 0591 202 375 0591 202 375 0591 202 375 and I say 0244 774282 0244 774282 0500727215 0500727215 achuma ebuakwa agogo kumase ha eho ene ewo konkran pomponi mantem so a pokuase mayira midimafo na chese time no edaso den abusuafo e de besia na Black Star ya hwede ye beye no so okobie so ba say ye country we say support to omnom kobie other than that the games yet e baby yeah be fun say
okay
I'm sure
all right on show so I'll say my score line today Ghana 0 Germany 6 good morning bro Kwame Adu from the US and Kwame Adu Ediaba Tinobogafra good ready Tinobogafra so ciao okay all right Mausa Gaucho say I'll say Chairman please stop supporting Black Stars because I need you alive please this team will let you talk and you die young which I don't want to hear you are my uncle Gaucho although the Germans have to add the letter W to Otto's name to spell Woto 70 loading. If Ghana can't handle Sabitzer, then we should start crying at the sight of Witz, Sani, Waltamari, and Havertz. Most of the German players are former players of Stuttgart, and some are still playing for Stuttgart. That is Waltamari, Nobel, and Ondav. Ondav is in a very good form right now. Anytime scorer, Waltamari and Ondav. The big teams are now working on their automatisms for the World Cup, but Ghana do not even have an idea who our starting 11 is. I don't see Honorable Kofi Adams convincing Ket to get rid of Utuado because Ket is a sweet talker. Or the nano be funny. Okay. And then a clever chamber for also message or the Abba and so I don't know. Kwakula B, as I say, Bikabi, you should have also Bikabi, you have started again. Hyping Semenyo. You did same when the Black Stars got disgraced by Austria. Didn't he play? And what happened, my brother? You need to sit up. Today will be Florian Wirtz's day. He will toy with the team and render them useless. 4-1 downloading. Otto is going nowhere. He needs 10 years extension. He has qualified Ghana twice to the World Cup. Any challenger. Anyway, my team is Senegal and will always making me proud. Only so you Ghana, no Senegal far. And you remember ready but we say and na Santos in fact team my bash or ya dey to ado. It will be a candidate but say you Otto na the coach I him say obetrai bibi na the neighbor Any guys are going to say try and error for you. Now you know say 7 predators or Jago Crow, Nadia go credit. Then the year go to Aseda. As I say, Obi Jumo baby na say, also or in Sando Dinti or transfer na. The drinking spot location was a son. Unsolvable problem, yeah. I say, send my go to Kumasi. I said the Biabe Jumano into my transfer to go Jaso. And the drinking spot, and I was a Sanamano. Unchange. And say, I say, Saki to dia, then I'll say, yeah, baby. But I said, come focus here to say, you know, I said you'll be able to come on board qualifies 9 and 4 months. And I'm going to say, I don't know, 2006, and go work out qualifies one mobile. Christian,
Chairman,
what expectation in there?
Oh, Minibi.
Oh, so then, and I saw Bully problem say,
so we saw me, dear.
Baubu, Mobi, but you know, so when you dig a cardiac
me, I did about what me and some will be for soap.
Let's go to the Mia Muffles Obana.
So we are the resource in the bar. So my hoop papu, so my hoop papu, Jemayu.
We Kaipa, Ghana, Germany. I think that video, I even made bad TV in the Socra, yes, Brazil. Could do, I was excited. I'm not Ghana, did I you attend the born shame? Who's in the chef first? Was it in the chef first, right? I'm going to say the teacher over 2-1.
Go 2-1.
And now, did I you had no. Now we could take Ghana flag because you not tell them in income wife. A crowd needs now. Which many
Mama say, no Germany for drop it in levels. Germany the anchor among the top 10. Crunch among your top 10. The top 5 they should be in there.
Yeah.
But even that, at the World Cup qualifier, Germany lose just 1 game. They World Cup qualifier. No? That was match they won against Slovakia. And Slovakia, I show 2-0. Slovakia, I say Germany 2-0. No. 5 games at Twasunin, no. They won all of them.
Not even a draw.
Not even a draw. They lost their first game to Slovakia. The 5 subsequent games,
Slovakia,
they won all of them. Interestingly, match they won, na Germany lose 2-0. No. Your ball qualifies in the no man consider only 3. Wow. Meaning that the remaining 5 games from a boy, Germany considered just 1. That was a 3-1 win against Northern Ireland. And that is the team in any Kwakobo. Chairman, I am say Black Stars' heaviest defeat in 19 years. Eba, when you played against Saudi Arabia, Abekai?
5-0.
That was in 2007.
Yeah.
Every 2007 Ebano. Black Stars in Lucy game 1. Na margin as heavy as we lost to Austria this last time. So for 19 years, Austria had my heaviest defeat. Now Adeba kwa chama misro a mimpese besieni the Bokum disaster.
6-1. Ghana scoring the first goal and conceding 6.
Yako first half, who were leading?
1-0.
Soccer Prince Opoku Poli.
Yeah.
And they shared the first goal, Ghana against Germany. In the first half, we were leading against Germany. Then we came in the second half and we collapsed. Among for the theories, say Captain Amban who's in same dressing room, you can say local players and $500 as a winning bonus. Foreign for no, $1,000 and a day before buy and they could collapse here. And the second half, no, Germany na near first half, na near lead you more a 1-0 no, in 6 in the second half. Now we are playing against Austria that we collapse in the second half. Coach Ebi Adjimbaso. We played 4 attackers against Austria. 4. But we managed only 1 shot on target in that game.
And attackers not just so good.
1. Siebo said na coach can think more a lone striker back up. Nanka be a wingers no attack, but in a game against Austria, relatively no. Easier opposition compared to Germany no. We only had 1 shot on target.
Ultra 100 shot on target movie.
The about Australia, Chairman, we are not maybe something can change. Maybe be bit drastically. Until that happens, I am not I am not even seeing Blasters having a shot on target. Because I didn't make a Saturday in OTA. Say any transitional plan. As in your border, we are defending though. By a plan the transition, Chabane be the whole. Nebi ni ho. It's in your border. Normally, they were winning most of the possession in our own half of the pitch. Astra for the press here, baby almost ajibono. Yanka say half of the pitch. Now one says and so. And if you can press, we are much more, we are technical. You are not much more technical than the German team. German film a team based in there. Yeah, can skillful players. Our winning body pian. One where you not get the German player back up on skillful in ball pa. But they are extremely technical. See the Juma with my German players, Juma in 1 year. Chama say, oh yeah, Jumano. And see, I see the sack game with the bass as the coach in India. Chama, me so say we are not being fair to the coach. You played against Austria, you just only had one shot on target. Me say, and yes, I say in trim, Chama, sa mentality in Mr. Wa. Boamini in free. Say about friendly matches are results matter. Ya come and I got to place the team say I say about friendly matches there, friendly match in Tino, result do not matter. I am look like young one about friendly match. One of the reasons why FIFA ranking, France descended that low no. Our results are in these friendly matches. Because FIFA take into consideration results in these friendly matches.
Of course.
And most often, so about tier team or that was it. Our ratings and also that's our team you lose more marks. Ratings no so take a friendly match in Ghana for the bono. Ivory Coast for no friendly match, but they are winning.
Austria for no friendly match from
Austria for no friendly match, but we winning. And game na me share no. Chairman, defending was terrible. Control rather than no. Attacking, we were simply did not even have an attack. Now so watch Israel for a phone talk.
Iran, US, that you know.
Onsen tokano, and you're attacking one.
Defense can home.
When you are attacking, you must also have defensive mechanism.
I say to be attacking also.
We do not have. We do not have both.
Any attack needs any defense.
Do we have? Do we?
Yeah, football no. And don't get me wrong, we don't have systems. So, till. Who's another Christian can be to do the German system, German football, technical, when you say crown or tactical, basically.
Yeah.
And yet at the highest level, no, they do at the very youth level, no, especially for under 17 or under 16 or under 15. If in England now, I'm creating under 15 team now.
Okay.
More under 15s and the 16s and the 17 coming through now. So the systems, you know. The show move from the very youth.
Okay.
From the very youth. It's anyone that plays for the national team has a system he has to follow.
Okay.
It gets to a point that once you get to the first team, because you've gone through lots of the systems, you know, even those when you will be and they go through and the 15s and the 16s and the 17 system, the one maybe friend on the 17, the friend be on the 19s and the 21s maybe friend. Because he's been in the system before, he's known. Okay. And he knows the system as well.
Okay.
It makes it really easy. Listen, now Christian said KBB to do with friendly games. You see friendly games in
yeah, more friendly results.
But listen, as a coach, so people tend to say win, lose or draw. No. It's not in football. Match be one match. Say you buy and can be no Austria boy and Austria share 2-1. And you say this idea try see the players actually
they create chances
to try and win the game, to try and make Ghanaians happier. And can you. But when there's no effort, there's no results. So regardless of say you're winning a match, for instance, if you Austria you win a match in the year, Quebec say Ghana be good na. But all I'm saying is say you lose, say you draw, say you win, there wasn't really an effort to want to do better. A whole name problem because of the players that be among these ever be from and as a players be mobile system, no system name. I'm better to the system better. In a short term, you'd have to do what I said from the start. Say you need to play to your players' strengths, because we have no system that actually developed these players, because most of our players that play for the national team now were developed in other systems. We've been a developer of mind, form by it's your form about the play to the strengths of those systems, so that be able to make results, rather than say you're a system when the system can take long for them to understand, which we don't have the time for.
Okay, no Germany match in 6:45. Yeah, go ahead the Honsam, and so but Ghana Premier League games and so called. So Mediama back on top of the table after winning by 2-0 against over 11 Wonders. Let's not forget, said we are Sanse Baby and Gold Stars also lost by 2-0. Diana Stars, Diana FC, and Santiago FC about goalless draw. Nations FC 1, become Chelsea 1, Vision FC. And so Trefini Basake Holy Stars about goalless draw. Accra Hearts of Oak from 2 goals down, Etima be equalizing a point from that game. 2-2. Darling Paul now see Accra. And the Omoko Accra and Sustomenti man. He has it's all anything could be my own. Because say I move from Accra Stadium. And I'm saying BBT, Omoko Legon. And I'm going Legon. And I want some saying and I'm Saba Accra. And I create so any. Bankranity, your money goes for. Cut them young for them from a young BB. Omanya 2 from house, 2 from Obla. So I'm say, much is on your move go. I'm so move go. But
but your house in Tino Moko no big go best has 5-0 or more.
But no move go.
But your mom for
say house in show, the house in show. I'm not going to say there's a house named the Obi show me no, it's not who 4 goals. I mean, they've had opportunity. But I had to forget do almost free by the terrible mistake by Agbeshi.
Yeah.
Or slippy, yes. It was an unfortunate one. We just say slippery, we will say Obian over that say oh yeah, but you know, Sana Quay. How going to try to feel my dreams show me and sa. Pandu out of Lions Elusu 3-0 to Young Apostles. And as some at the strength FIMA Bichime show 2-1. So the table as it stands, Medium and Dasso with 49 points. Bibiani Gold Stars 48, Tom Tosumino. Asante Ghanaian has food, so Munko baby, third and fourth one. We also be 2 man, no my third now. We were third, because third and has that fourth, 43. Diana Stars, the fifth, 42. Karela Arise by 6th, 41. 7th, Summertex 1996 with 38 points. And a follow Santi, a Summertex Dreams Basake. Bichim, Nations FC the 11th, Vision 12th, 13 Lions. What's happening to them? 14 the Young Apostles. So, but I say, 11 one, there's some relegation. I say, Ghana football is in Yamrevia. 11 one, there's some 20 years, I want to team, baby. It also me maybe some quiet and madam young common to team. I'm on a day Legon Cities, a co-relegation, my comedy crazy, Omo. Legon Cities co-relegation, I must have a top team. 11 wonders. And I'm doing boy, and I still a comedy crowd.
Legon Cities, a crown so say we was zone B. So what check Division 1, Zone B table now. Legon Cities na daft 2. Or
now I'm talking here, I'm hearing.
Yamun to be a chama, no yarding.
Anyone says, sir. Now we go Division 1 and so Ashanti Gold 04. I extended their lead on top of Zone 2 table. No?
Yeah.
Dwarfs, SR board draw, and Ashanti Gold winning by 3. And you say 8 matches to go. Ashanti Gold was 9-point lead. I'm going to answer at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, aha. Almost 9-point lead. And that's what we need. Say the Dwarfs equal idiot. It's like they have 4 games you guarantee as gold.
Yeah, Chairman. Dwarfs after so almost share as gold 2-0 no. Only so about 7 games. Oma win just 1. Oma lose 1 and Oma draw 5. And in their games, almost struggle so bet many goals umpo. And things that Dwarfs bet maba. And new to be asked over the weekend. Eko board draw.
Why?
The Etienne say, new to be asked no one so na ye. And they Dwarfs more Cape Coast because of the ban. A neutral venue.
The chance 2 teams on more play. That zone no slot no.
Yeah.
Dwarfs omone ina Ashanti Gold ina. Omi ina ya banning on home.
Yeah.
Omi ina bo away. But the good thing for Ash Gold ne say, ya bani omone ya omo ko be kwai. A hona na team no wo. Oh, omo de no mti agwe no. Ozo mo na team no bakwa no move omo de call boase. Is obo aso no mbombo. Yeah. Any abani omo oboase. Any de omo ko bekwai. Eti invariably just like them omo bo home na. Oh. And omo churning out good results. Yeah. 3.
And Chairman, after say Karim Zito buy, no nim about 5 games. Then you know Marini. Omonya 5 out of 5. Possible 15 points for my Jinina. And now Omo leading 9 points. Then so upon fidelity the Omachi. But over the weekend, in so upon fidelity so tena fiema ebony, eko show mu 2-0. And the Atiane say, in so upon fidelity so dream. Say na nkobet makachi omo no aba no. Say so omo so atiada. Rose Park. Asgo leading omo 11 points. I can't say 6 matches to go. Chairman, 3 times 6, Ebema was saying. We are talking about 18 points Aka in the Division 1 league. Duodanechino, Asgold Elidino with 9 points. 9 points near 3 matches involved. The Atiene say, Asgold next 2 games or Kware. Asgold be called Mina Sharks. Na Afei, One, let me get it right. Asgold will call UCC youngsters. Cape Coast. Or we are no Asako Rose Park. The next 2 away games were Chairman. So to me, we need Bakwa. I can confidently tell you, say Asgold Bebe Premier. Because 6 matches na kano. Or about 3 were away. No about 3 of ye. Chairman, say about Rose Park, we are Beba Betnef, no about Sky FC. After Sky FC, Obe comes to upon fidelity. No about 2 home games. The last 2 home games, Ashanti region here. Oni Park Academy boa na King Faisal and so was to Amu Kumasi.
We might have another team in the Ashanti region.
In the Ashanti region.
In the Ghana Premier League.
And they are doing so well.
Yeah, they are doing very well. You're more Eric Abaso.
Yeah, Chairman.
The young man is doing very, very well.
But Chairman, it was Zone A or no? Washe. Zone 1A and Zone 1B. Over the weekend, in Tamale debut. Tamale said to me out to you, ne boy, and out to you, and emphatic 3-0 over Tamale City. Now, about 5 points difference between the two.
Says the BB do qualify.
The BB do qualify.
Or train do qualify from
exactly
the other side.
The BB are qualify. Over the weekend, almost Lusui to VC Warriors 2-1. And I can't say 6 matches. But Chairman, the BB Diano, they are telling us mathematically. Oh, can Elbia say the BB qualify you? Because check your points difference, no? Yes, so much you move 15 points. But I got 18. So
qualify.
Okay. Young funny sir. And the baby so bad train out to you.
Ghana born now can so qualify.
Aye, Chairman. Or qualify. The baby be train either out to you or Tamale City. No Makobo playoff.
But out to you are leading with 5.
No, it's Tamale City LED with 5 points.
5 points, okay.
It's either Tamale City and the Babebo the Bibo playoff. Okay. But someone on the other zone, zone 3, Pusher. Say on us watch him 11 points.
Dr. Pusher, no.
Say, Omoni Obo Kukurantu me oyina me park on be show Chairman.
Oh yeah.
Oyina park on be show.
Great guy.
Chairman.
And now is any team no so kufi jari no na run.
Oh yes.
On you omo nyina ebo.
Omo nyina ebo. Say someone so lead this 11
points. Go to players and go.
Oh yeah.
He's invested.
Say one my boy Messi one.
Oh okay. He's invested so much. I mean yeah there.
Yeah, Chairman.
Enti Aka we say also nya team or Jaso. Oni na so oni coach Freddy there say coach Freddy we there say oni nya team or Jaso.
Many coach Freddy ni say akodi aka. Na there ya kan obo. Ya the obo aka Reverend Ebenezer Nations Prophet.
Also
Aye. Denta. Oh, that's for those who
I say munya team.
Nanke ayene se God your mo hena. You say you coach. You will give you musicians. We
just second be stronger.
The Chavez say the Division 1 Paul City. It was zone 3. It's likely so beba. As good. It was zone 2. It's likely so beba. Now the baby sone either out to you and answer Tamale City no bakwaba. But Maxwell Oba kakrebi on Hasselfolk. Chairman.
The time has
Hasselfolk. On him say
Nana abroad go.
Yeah, when you go, Chairman. This will be his 2nd goal of the season.
Abroad go should go.
Yeah, Oshe go. But Chairman, the attorney say did the Dramani why a record be in the league? Now me come me archives name. Trying to better to swami yasha. Now me since a Ghana league is starting here the basine. House of Folk drawn games our bought this season, you know. And was so 10 year be added.
Every time the game oh yes. I'm a lose game all season. Not drawn one.
A year ben. Meaning Mama Trent. Some of the documents maybe. Me archives ni no.
This is what draws.
What about 13 drawn games?
Yeah, I'm saying. Back when I'm saying 11 draw.
Yes, Chairman.
Back when I'm saying
1987 I'm about 11 drawn games. 1986 me who 9 drawn games. 1985 9 drawn games.
Okay, 1990.
Now me person me check number of draws now.
Oh yeah, he say.
Chairman. 1992-93 seasons, Omunya 10 drawn games. 1994-95 seasons, Omunya 10 drawn games. That was the year I can find out for 11 wonders. 11 wise will qualify into the Premier League. And he has to focus now.
This season about more drawn
games than any other season. Or my bonny league in him. But Chairman,
yeah, Fesio, without
did it Dramani ne Watara Bubakar, you know.
Watara this time when your points saying?
This time round. Now what are so points around the Didiana. But me person also folk supporters in Yabo Trekakra.
Emma Didi.
Yes, Chairman.
I say one first season.
And the first season. And clearly, who say improvement about one team. And now when the changes no now. Oh, the Chairman Mate. But Baby Joe say
well, you're more Baby Joe Abaso. Baby Joe Tia Media is 75 years, right? Amas phobia. Natia Amas Abbo. Baby Joe Abaso as their chief support, their best supporter. On far mass in Niagara. Baby Joe could come as a year. It's Baby Joe. Congratulations. I mean, very well, deserved. I was thinking, say Baby Joe cannot be Germany. Baby Joe, in fact, any nice if for pass it. You didn't go for me across the Black Star. Now, Baby Joe, the dedication, you know, 1 year for Black Stars qualifies no Nampak, so now or sa. Now, I'm for budget, so near Yamano. It won't be nice. I think that the sports ministry, also money go in. Some of the supporters, but called dia. Baby Joe are any the right by no matter into the Sremo. Baby Joe, dear. No, one woman, you graduate. Just a stadium, but John or Pigeon is for budget, so near ye. Mestre my money bread in your my could do say have you drew on your party faithful snake party one wife for echo. Baby Joe deserves to be at the World Cup. Okay. Sorry Andy. Darling boss are that's sorry why you be that's it. Sorry. Bye. Okay, Andy, for one from the brand, Nadia Tiana said, Teddy, from New Jersey, Teddy, say, Yanka Ubia say, ni old lady, ni 5 years anniversary, no air basso. Mame Ekia Ajimai, na anniversary ni basso, a Bellevue Event Center, ewa Asokwa, 2 p.m. and air basso, Ejai, Madame Mashahomame. Okay. Anyway, the 5 years anniversary celebration of Mame Equiajimai. Also on the 5th of April. 5th of April, the Easter Sunday, Easter Sunday. That's this next week, yeah. Sunday, Bellevue Event Center, Asokwa. Area 2. Energy Mediani Basso, dress code and attire all white. Say celebrating the life of Mame Equiajimai. Teddy New Jersey Teddy Mame inti yenyina yangoka Teddy home. Teddy's in town na ye celebrity the life of mom inti they say no ebaso Bellevue Event Center Asokwa time ni 2 p.m. ata no all white inti yenyina yenhye so and so esa. Okay. Andy Garcias, Honorable Isaac Esiama, former sports minister. On also say yamfa akwanya we so ne na obi aso obi ta na chi no say ne maame e free mu ene yi ni nyina no weekend ya na yiem ni bibia ba so otherwise gesiama just say ye na obi aso ase enso emfama no. All right, ya fancy na fa boafo no omomaka no so honsam bra me ayi bi ha. Happy belated birthday to Nana Danso Abiam. owo eye nkrawi aduan in fact on eye nkrawi eye nkrawi anaze nkrawi sana mocho no nkrawi aduan na ebusuapanyin na I said oh wa go ebusuapanyin o lumba nsem ye be ba na ebusuapanyin ni andu ni ebusuapanyin minimi de o
we akwa minim
am so some good as go. All right, happy birthday to Adjoan Cancer Braco. Adjoan Cancer Braco. We a teacher. I was Sabs Day Spring Community School from Hansen and Genius. Almost say and we show a happy birthday. And so okay. COVID is a Jew. COVID is a Jew.
No pay ya minim de.
Newman we and Jai. Answer, only answer. And so, yeah, I know if you. Now, coffee sabbing. On what team? Most of the team, I'm with you, team leader, on him yet. Amoroso. Only I know a yes, you are. A yes, you are. No, okay. Bombs on him yet. Okay, okay, far more for that.
Menapa Royal Guest House in here. Na you can't Menapa Royal Guest House now Kumasi. Baby, I'll bet that and I will join one now. But you Menapa Royal Guest House and also when he trace and say, my rooms are come on. Obeda afili ye pa security 24 hours sigina so dem all unu se ewa menapa enkania enum 24 hours is so enso entwa time ya enso e flow kama e de ema menapa se yenka ntiro obi ase omhore de wonya bedro no services no ye treat you said the share prekope eno a enemy na Royal Guest House me say se wo ba bedru airport and so bus terminal na pese pick wa ye wo aye shuttle a ye say adwuma nya so afre ni aba ni aba pick menapa Royal Guest House oh shim school junction offer grace gift anyone we so be ase would when California full joint to Sonia drop woman say building can see FFB and I am in a Royal Guest House. Your number Yedi Eddie Juano A 0543 556 666 543 556 666 free. Not only in Ninkomo. Rick Pass Company Limited for Omo and the Seahorse Ultra Coolant no and the Makato Sawakano for a coolant Papa Egum in so Ghana weather condition one here Omo say wabu engine a sound so kofa say Eberina Cheniade stem so use Seahorse Ultra Coolant na sa original and that is also bet me face be boa a protect engine kama and the multi Seahorse and your ultra cool coolant today. You have so you'll be a used to car there. Sorry, a private car and first Seahorse ultra cool coolant. No man, you make sure that time, you know, over the be and so you go carry Mokawa. Now, episode to be a 0544 133 169 0544 133 169 ofra won sabe kan do bia ope afei mamen kan sir yedi kan ade ato anim sir Kenny Rose de unu se eba internet ho nsabo a ayo no and also ofra no be connect wo kama ade utum internet no enwa ene Kenny Rose internet solution number no Chavo 0208 282810 0208 na une Kenny Rose eni ko birthdays no akrabi wo hasi achavo me fa so na afi no yempeja emu na de aka ento so happy birthday ko Ediama Stanley Matthew ametefe ewo KNUST emergency nursing class eho ena wo ena eyo birthday wona fofo no mo class ere se yemfa pio efidike sewi so na ye show a special happy birthday Ellis no Stephen Ellis no almost ye show a happy birthday so and a happy birthday eko Ediama Angela Amankwa Frempong Angela Amankwa Frempong ewo bo ho Captain Beth ere se ye show a happy birthday and Angela happy birthday to you so and a happy birthday to ARO Anthony Kwame Ekuoko ewo Ghana Customs Division Kumasi Collection and war from Osei Kwame and Owusu Aomo Hello FM and almost say yeah we show a happy birthday and Anthony happy birthday to you Chabu.
Okay. Family ba confirm na nyame aduma memende be 2nd April 2026 Bapa penimu nyame atonsa afre no opani John Mensa Kwasi Holite papa ne na wotweda no baso 2nd April 2026 awo prosu mpraso no nyina wo Eastern region Enti by this announcement ma any abusuafo nyina ase yenton sanfrado fo so Penny John Mensa Kwasi Holete na wotweda no nyame adoma Saturday 2nd April ene no so ebetimi abaso na yedi Easter isu de chairman Easter no nsa manfo tabo galapa na yekwa chakrum chairman so yaso se yekwa chakrum Easter gala from the 2nd to 6th April 2026
Easter gala
Achusebe organize a gala
odu chakrum friend Escobar
nti na oni mana Pablo Escobar so no a drug dealer
Gigi's Pub in collaboration with the Chakrum Traditional Council and football gala. I would say Clash of the Champions. A Chakrum Methodist School Park. A chassis on the 2nd of April to the 6th. It's
Antino, unse numbers was here, and is a woman be a bit media boa, offering numbers and a child crew from Kramuti show young Wabuchi, a winning in the packet wa, a modoso pa, Antino, and more be a bit media boy be a insu Jesse, any drinks. Trophy ni bibia betimi dia bo bia no obetimi afa number nso no so na ode aba na sa gala no nso no enso etimi akoso na yewie sa gala no nso a kroba ko nso mudi Easter pa ye ensuta kwa aman
okay
ensuta kwa aman chama nso di Easter pa amonso ebo community football gala kwa aman traditional council any the Easter planning committee Dr. Stella Ajiman Dia na oye planning committee no chairperson edano esi omonso ebo Easter gala nyame adoma Monday na omonso Easter gala no enso bitimi ahase a 6 April 2026 sechere kwa man eno ntino yebo baako wo chair krum no ne yebo baako nso wo sechere kwa man no wasantema mpon potemu ono no eno nso gala no bitimi abaso eno ntino Dr. Stella Ajimendia our chairperson edema the planning committee SCM5 video so nyemfa ntu bi anim se seche kwa man football gala no so nyame adma Easter Monday chairman no so betimi abaso nti obi a wo mo bia anso ebetimi afa numbers na ewo fly no so na betimi dem one so
na Django Frey o say Andy Odimachi na den me nam Andy no be bra me say this is Coach Freddy David oba no oba senya Coach Freddy ne ba me ne nama kandi kwa mi huno sa oba Coach Freddy ho ono no watiku Kings Mission even the Kings Mission eno mtiko I am also junction kwa bubbles ebi kese me ngando se bubbles special no do so sorry I was on travel ebi kese no do ba wan chalo say Germany win over 4.5 all right, honey, did you know Yadi AC Nyami Aduma Yebesign Asia? Let's not forget, say, exactly 6:45. The Black Stars of Ghana will be in action against the Mannschaft, Germany, our national team. One of the 2026 World Cup preparatory games. Our Black Stars in Bonti, and you be follow game. Na ya said the Ghana team no so more and so because honey, DC. Now you leave you in the hands of Bestine Carter with the perfect beginning.